And now we're live with Dog Pound DnD. How guys doing? Oh, we are in quite a predicament, as the kids say. Actually, I don't know what kids say. I'm getting old. I don't even know what drip apparently is a thing that people do. I don't.
You got that? Do you got that drip?
Whatever. I don't understand it. But here we are. We're gonna get rid of this fireball for right now. You can use it later. The zombie horde has descended. We are climbing. To recap, everybody finally agreed on the best course after much encouraging by the day-night cycle, and made their way and paid 600 gold. I believe somebody has to do some accounting with you, Callian, for the contents of the shared fund. I think some money came out of that. I think for Rosalind at the very least.
Thank you, Dad.
It was 40 gold a piece per person paid up for teleportation. Cairo has covered himself. I think party one all covered themselves. Yep. So
I think it might have just been Rosalind needed to borrow money.
Yeah, West too. West
and
needed to borrow
West
money
needed
for
to
the
borrow
fund.
money as well.
And so would Kalia. She has no shinies.
And Kalia. So that many would have to
she
come
bought a
out
hat.
of the mutual fund.
Yeah, West gave up a lot of money to help with the hat.
So that's 4 people?
Yeah, so 160.
Okay.
yeah, and I said that the mutual fund ultimately has a lot of gold spent just going into the mutual fund, so it makes sense to.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mutual fund really works out for you guys. I am, of so many things that I am proud of in this campaign, I have to say that the mutual fund is one of my most proudest things that you guys have made. You guys work together so well.
That's fine. That's fine.
You
If
say
all goes
that.
well, party funds will have a massive increase in funds.
You say we work well together, and then we launch fireballs at each other.
Well,
West
I
deserves
mean,
it.
every party has their trouble. Every party has their Kraylin. It just so happens you guys got to have the original.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, that begs a question. Why is Kraylin not in the tools folder?
Wow.
He isn't.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
It's
the
sad to
shade.
know how accurate that is.
What happened to Kraylin again? Why?
He's under lock and key at
He's been.
the barracks.
I don't know why.
Out of character. Kraylin is a temporary character that just joins around sometimes.
Yeah. He's just
Who's
vibing.
about to be handed off to Tremius,
Yeah.
Yep.
most likely.
So you
Who do we
guys
hate more, Tremius or Kraylin?
Kraylin.
obviously you're giving Kraylin to Tremius. So then you guys went to Emir through the teleportal. The only thing notable that you saw in this city was this boat.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
have to kill him
This
on the way
part
back.
was rebuilt.
Oh yeah, but nobody in the party knows that it was. Well, I get who.
Noxus.
Noxus would know. Yep. So yeah, it is rebuilt. I don't know who shared what at this point. Then you guys went down. We'll go to the world map here. You guys went from that city because you guys are. You realize how many tokens you guys have here? You're like me with dice.
Are not supposed to be here, so let's get rid of them.
We need more.
No, come here. I got
We
it.
always
These 2
need
horses
more.
are not here.
Okay, yeah, those got left behind because they weren't needed.
They got to stay home.
So you guys went down to these mountains of the dragons. You met some nice kobolds at the base of the mountain.
With a
I'm
20
assuming nice is facetious.
with a 27,
I mean,
convinced them
you
that
guys
we're
didn't
delivering.
fight. They didn't fight you. You didn't fight them. They let you up the mountain. All in all, for these parties, especially party 1, I feel like that's a pretty successful encounter.
You're
Ouch.
welcome.
27 on a persuasion roll.
Yeah. So you guys successfully took the non-violent route.
For once.
The horses are talking to each other.
For once.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are a little bit murdery.
Every time we tried to take the conversational route, it was, oh, let me roll a charisma roll. I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, you guys
got nothing
also-
higher than
No, no.
10.
The dice do not
forget
like
the very
peace.
first conversation bit we tried to have was over breakfast. And
Yep.
Thalrak tried to be peaceful, and then they just started attacking them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the dice are not really your friends when it comes to peaceful solutions.
Nope. They smashed his breakfast platter. Thus started this whole campaign.
Yeah,
of
the whole
debauchery
war all started over breakfast.
over a breakfast platter prayer.
Tiny little Cyrus. So then you guys all headed up the mountain, and there were bats. There were a lot of bats, and Shatter knocked the bats out of the air, and then they all fell down into the chasm, and then a giant gust of wind pushed them as well, and then they were gone, and you proceeded. And 1 second, I'll be right back.
Will he be back? Find out next time on
Dragon Ball Z.
And with that, no. Oh, did anybody mention that there was there a PvP with almost PvP with Ikarath? I forget which episode that was.
Most of them.
Well, no, the one where you used your boots, I think.
Yeah, that was a couple episodes ago.
Okay, so I don't have to explain that. I don't know if I could at this point. And then you guys came up to here to this pass, where a whole lot of zombies were
kobolds.
overrunning. Originally, they weren't everywhere. Originally, they were only over here, and they were coming to overrun some kobolds who were like fortified here. But then after everybody showed up and started fighting them, they just kind of booked it. Miss Lippy's been causing some carnage. Ikarath's been wiping some people out. Alvin's been wiping some people out. And it started raining, and you're in a mountain pass, and basically everything is mud. And the mud is pouring down the mountain in this early direction. Not like super fast, but it is progressing down the mountain in that direction. And with that, we go to combat. Thalrak, what's your armor class?
21.
Okay.
Come at me, brothers.
I was trying to talk and I was muted.
Oh.
What's the name of that +2 AC thing again?
Which
Shield of
one?
Faith?
There are a
Shield of
lot.
Faith, thank you.
Okay. Strength
Oh,
save,
good.
Dalarak.
Strength save?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. And let's roll again.
There's a few nat ones in there.
I see. I
Two
see
nat
a
20s,
couple of ones. There was
4
ones
nat
in the
ones.
last one too.
2 nat 20s, 4 nat 1s.
All right. So you are pinned and you take 7 damage as you are bowled under a wave of zombies.
Okay.
And there's just a mound of like a football style mound of zombies on you.
Oh, I'm waiting for my next turn. Nobody touch the pile. I want to have some fun.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to burn Cairo alive then.
I mean, you have yes. Okay. There's so many other zombies. Have fun with the other files. Zarak feels alive.
All right. And the zombies swarm over Miss Lippy, and they deal 17 damage as they pile on top of her. What the? I didn't know. Amazon, turn off.
Alexa, buy stuff.
As they pile on and they rip
Casino.
chunks of her flesh out as she rears back and screams.
So it's hilarious. Whenever we hear his Alexa pop up, we all just need to scream "add to cart" until it does.
Well, Amazon, turn off the TV.
Amazon, turn on the TV.
All right, I'm really making Roll20 work for it today. And what is your armor class, Cairo?
18.
How big is Petunia?
Petunia is supposed to be the same size as Korma.
Oh, Petunia's small. Oh yeah, then Cairo, what was your armor class again? Sorry.
18.
Okay.
Petunia doesn't grow size until level 14, I think. In which she will become large.
You got lucky. 7 damage to Cairo. Strength saves. Well, strength save singular.
7 damage.
Now let's go
Is
ahead and get mine
slashing,
started now.
correct?
Biting?
Okay, piercing.
Piercing.
I just have to know if it's necrotic or not, so that's why I had to ask.
Why? So you can say no, you?
I have necrotic resistance.
Oh, you are most definitely piled under and prone. You take that small amount of damage, 7 damage only. But you are underneath the weight of all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's your armor class, Ikarath?
Ikarath doesn't get that question
Low.
often. It's just an assumption that you hit. It's 14.
14?
So with a nat 1 and a nat 20 in these rolls so far.
Only. And then roll a strength save. The only thing that could save you is no nat 1s and a nat. Oh! You would have been saved except for that one fucking circumstance. You were about to throw these things off and over your head, but no. They did the one thing, and they just pile down the mountainside and cover Ikarath, taking 5 damage as you are buried beneath the weight of the biting, groaning, growling zombies.
Just to be clear, I can kill all of those.
Yes, but you may certainly
Ikarath.
kill everyone.
Alvin, what's your armor class?
They will take damage the moment they approach me, but my AC is 16.
That's true. How much damage?
So, the moment they attempt to approach me, they have to make a wisdom saving throw or take 15 radiant damage
Well,
for
we'll
touching
find
the
out.
spirit guardians.
They do not save, so they all vaporize as they hit your spirit guardian barrier.
Nice.
Boosh!
Kelly
Awesome.
and protect the other flank.
Yeah.
And with that, the zombie mass passes their turn to Miss Lippy, who bites out at 8 of them.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9, so that's 8.
So take away
Uh-oh.
1, 2. But is unable to shake them as they whip around wildly back and forth, and she ends up taking 9 damage, 1 for each of them. And she's screaming and trying to throw them off futilely and stumbling through the corridor towards the carts and the horses who rear up in fear. But she's blind. Wes.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am to use my movement to switch, put my quarterstaff away and take out my sling. And I'm gonna aim at the closest zombie to me.
All right.
This one with the sling. Okay. Oh. Another nat 1. Jeez. Don't let that one happen.
You whip it around as fast as possible, and you just absolutely go for it, trying to kill one of them, and you whip it, and it misses, and it deflects off of a rock, and then another rock, and it comes right back, and it strikes you in the forehead for 1 damage.
Jeez, okay. I've taken all damage this fight because of myself.
You hit yourself in the nuts,
That's
and
5
then you just hit
damage
yourself
inflicted
in the
against myself.
forehead. Hey, look, it's the new Ikarath.
Oh, God.
What more can we expect out of a hobo, though?
Jeez. Great. I'm gonna do it again.
Love your character, Wes.
Yay!
Oh!
Finally got the 19 crit.
Roll your damage.
Hey, nice. Oh, speaking of Wes, what do you call a flying hobo?
What?
12 damage as this pebble rockets through one of their skulls, and it dies on impact and lodges into the skull of this one before getting absorbed into its body.
Nice.
Peter Panhandle.
Jesus. Peter Panhandle.
And Wes.
Alright, let me see what else I could do. Alright, I'm going to... I don't want to do that. I think I might just... Oh, wait. Oops. Can I do a... Let me see. How far would that get me? Yeah, can I do the 5-foot step bonus action? Can I use that? Like, since I didn't move?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know.
Dragonheart?
Hmm?
Can he 5-foot step if he used his movement to...
Yeah, you can always use your bonus action as a 5-foot step.
There you go.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that just to get a little bit closer to Alvin's spirit guardians.
And Cyrus.
There we go.
Okay.
You have 3 of your party members covered in zombie piles.
I can see that. Unfortunately, Cyrus does not have much in terms of area of effect. So Cyrus is going to move up to grant 2 of them Aura of Protection. And then he's going to draw his greatsword and channel Divinity Sacred Weapon for next round when hopefully he gets to attack. Yeah. And then that is all he is going to do.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is going to cast Healing Spirit at level, we'll say, 3. So everyone in the vicinity.
What kind of healing is that?
It's not divine.
Okay.
Actually, now thinking about it, I think my macro's wrong. All right, just give me one moment.
So how's everybody feeling about being buried by zombies, Ikarath?
Just a single thumb, not even the whole hand, just a thumb comes out from between them, and you just go, so good, so good.
Wow, that's some healing. Everyone take heals for 6 HP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Icarus
Everyone?
is doing great. He's
Everyone.
full health.
That is
Yep.
most depressing.
I get 6 hit points. Hooray!
Wes gets his hit points that he hurt himself back.
Yeah.
Wes, aren't you at 44 though?
Yeah, I am. I have to change that.
Yeah, and if
44.
if you're not at max HP, let me know because at the start of your turn you take healing.
Why is
I
Rosalind
am
hurt
not.
so bad?
I am
Rosalind,
far
did you
from
heal?
max.
Huh?
Did
yeah,
you
I
heal?
just healed the 6.
What? How did you get so hurt?
You send zombies at him?
Oh, I just don't remember.
So
Yeah,
there
no,
used
I
to be
got-
a pile of zombies on top of Rosalind, but Alvin moved next to him and vaporized.
Oh,
every
yeah,
single one.
that's
yeah,
what
I took
happened.
9 damage. So I was a hurt boy. Here comes the boy. Hello,
Elizabeth, do you have additional items?
So that was my bonus action. For my action, I'm going to look worried. And I'm going to... What's Ifrit's movement? Okay. So Ifrit's gonna move here. And then whoever's buried underneath, prepare to be rescued.
Ikarath.
Wait, how are you getting in there?
Sliding. The zombies are dogpiled, and Ifrit is just floating.
Above them?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
ominously.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
high enough where. No, like I'm basically close enough to try to save
What's the
Ikarath.
teleport rings?
5 feet. That's why Ifrit's trying to get like as close as he can.
Let's see, 3. Buff with it. You could do it. You get right up on the edge, in front of them all.
Yeah. So I'm going to teleport Ikarath out to over here.
Oh my god! You're literally just screwing with his head so bad. He's like, nothing bad can happen. Something slightly bad happens. He's immediately healed, and an explosion of fire puts him out of harm's way. He is convinced, utterly convinced he is a god right now.
And by the way, none of this. Don't bother rolling dexterity. It does not going to deal enough damage
No, they don't. It's only
unless
5.
they take double fire damage.
Nope. They just heal it right back up.
And that'll be Elizabeth's turn.
Cormal.
Yeah, these things, I'm pretty sure, based on how we've been facing them, it is most likely a situation where they have to be killed instantly with one shot, otherwise they'll come back to life.
Yeah, because the DM doesn't want to keep track of each individual HP. Which,
Okay,
I mean, fair.
Cormal will walk up to this large crowd of zombies.
No! I was measuring out my burning hands. Nah, it's fine. Go ahead.
It's the closest thing to him. And Petunia's right there. So Cormal will make an attack. And since Cairo is inside that pool, I do get my active ability from Pack Tactics.
Well, there's
So,
Petunia as well.
Yeah. But they're all
They're
piled
also
on top
all
of him.
prone.
Yes. Oh, they're all prone, so that makes it even easier.
Not that you needed it.
Yeah. And then Petunia is going to grant me her gift on top of that. And so I will make my attack. So that is 5 fire, 9 slashing to the first zombie I attack.
You kill one of them, running them through the head as their head bursts into flames.
And then I will attack another one.
You hit. Not that you need advantage. And you
And
kill
that's-
another one.
Yep. And since they're prone, their attacks are at disadvantage. Cornwall will walk away.
Okay, that's like 6 of them. What's your armor class? Like ridiculous.
21.
So only nat 20 would hit, and there's no nat 20s in there. And you successfully hop and skip away as they claw out at you, and some of the claws scratch across the diamondish, well, not diamond, but you know, crystalline armor, and just doesn't even leave a scratch.
And then I'll have Petunia attack, and since they're all prone, she also gets advantage on this attack.
Oh, she
21.
hits.
And that is 5 piercing, 3 fire.
So bites into them and burns them with the flame from her breath. However, the wounds heal right behind it.
It is as I thought, 9 HP. Okay. That's Cornwall's turn.
All right, Thalrak. You would need to
So
make a
meta,
strength save to free yourself.
No. I'm okay with this right now. So meta,
Mm-hmm.
all the zombies that are
Go
in
for
within
12.
my yellow aura, they all got to make wisdom saving throws right now.
4.
I'm channeling divine. we
Channel
going hard.
Link the spell
And
real quick.
Thalrak kill for
It's
12.
It's
Channel
Channel
Divinity.
Divinity.
Channel
It's Channel
Divinity is
Divinity.
not a spell, it's
Oh, what
the
does it
cleric
do?
ability.
It's
Any
a cleric ability.
Any creature within, any undead within 30 feet of...
And that's what the aura is. It's 30 feet around me. They must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, if they are 1/2 or lower challenge rating, they are immediately destroyed.
If they
So
fail
that's
the
What
test.
would what is a 1/2 challenge rating?
Okay, so 1/2 challenge ratings would be a double form of a zombie. Zombies have 22 HP, 20 movement speed, strength of 13. They're immune to poison.
Zombies are usually 1/2, or not 1/2, 1/4.
1/4. So
If these are extra strong, they just run away.
Yeah, if they do make it, they're not affected.
And they have to be under 1/2?
no, they have to be 1/2
1/2
or
or
lower.
lower.
So like skeletons are 1/4 as well with 13 armor, 13 HP.
Well, first they have to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to make wisdom
Yeah, each and every one has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of what?
with him.
A wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay, so they don't make that.
Yes.
I don't know how to classify them because their regenerative ability makes them pretty strong.
But their low HP makes them very weak.
Yeah,
Because the
And they're
weakest,
low AC as well.
the weakest undead in D&D is a 1/4 that has 14 HP.
Okay, yeah, we'll let him die.
Or I think
Thalrak-
it actually has a 1/8.
Thalrak, you need to get yourself out from under there first, though.
You
It's
did
just-
heal for 12, right?
No, I just need you to move your person under so I don't delete it. Like, just move him anywhere and we can put him back.
Oh, I thought you meant like actual like
No.
action bits. Okay.
Boom!
Like,
Explosion
So then-
goes the corpses.
And then
Yeah,
anything
oh,
else
it's
within
all-
that area.
it's this pile too, and majority of that pile. Probably the ones on like the far left edge are like the only ones that are spared there.
I've moved my stuff out of the way. There you go.
There we go.
However, Cairo and Thalrak make dex saves.
We make them at disadvantage.
Yeah,
We-
probably
we make them at
quadruple disadvantage.
Who?
Both you and Cairo.
No.
10 is my lowest roll.
All right, Thalrak.
Actually, it would be 14 because I'm right inside Cyrus's range.
7.
11.
Be 11.
Cairo manages to shut his mouth and roll out of the way. However, Thalrak takes 2 drowning damage as his mouth is filled with the explosion of nasty gunk that your divinity blew up.
And Tharak, did you take the 12 healing?
Oh yeah, I already took the 12. We're
Yep.
good there.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other actions?
Oh no, I'm gonna just use the rest of my movement to stand up and just grin and be like, "Take that, you filthy bastards!"
Well,
And
I
that's
need to
his
change
turn.
tactics now.
All right. Why is there a 60-foot radius that's green? Do you still need that?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the healing aura, and
Oh.
will heal after the battle with that.
Kalia.
Okay, well, since my burning hands is now kaput, I'm going to launch a level 3 Scorching Ray. So I can fire an extra bolt to try and knock things off Miss Lippy.
Oh yeah, I forgot she still had things on her. Hit.
Rip. There you go. There you go.
You managed
go.
to kill 3 of the 4 that you hit. The remainder remain clinging to the heads.
We will quicken a firebolt. We will probably miss.
Yeah, you will miss that one. As the firebolt
Hold on,
goes
hold on, hold
streaking
on.
off into the dark sky.
Shit, no, never mind. I'm thinking of Divine Soul. I can't do that. Disregard.
Callian, as quickly as you have seen this problem disintegrate around you.
Yeah, wait. I don't really have much else to do now.
We've got a Hydra that's under attack.
Oh no, Miss Lippy. So I will cast Spirit Guardians around myself.
Just run it, Miss Lippy.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, you could probably detour.
Well, I mean, you have 2 turns because you got a nat 20 on initiative.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so you can
done.
dash action.
You just ended this.
Mhm.
Callian just casts Spirit Guardian and just runs
Yeah,
everywhere.
you could get both groups.
Oh, by the way, did you heal Miss Lippy
Miss
for
Lippy
the
got
6?
the 6 healing from this
Done.
because she's
Okay.
an ally.
Oh,
I had a feeling
15
he didn't. I
foot
was looking at the Miss Lippy's HP.
Oh wait,
so-
my circle's too big. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna move. Well, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians on myself.
Mhm. Roll your damage.
Ooh, 19.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens. You vaporize the shit out of him as you run wildly across. Are you screaming anything as you just vaporize the battlefield?
Yeah, I'll just as I'm running past everyone, I'm like, "Excuse me, pardon me, coming through."
They just poof, pop,
I'm
and then they're dead.
like, "Wait, where'd everyone go?"
Oh,
Miss
thank
Lippy, are you
God.
okay?
Yeah, Sylvie just looks at you like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm a little bit hurt, but I will gladly live to see that happen again.
You won't be that hurt for long because incoming healing from the Phoenix.
Hey guys, as quickly as we heal up, we should get moving. I think there's about to be a mudslide on this hill.
Agreed.
All right.
Will the spirit be able to follow us?
Yep, the spirit can move.
All right. You want to roll the healing?
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Okay.
You know what? I'll just fucking manually do it.
Bottom of the
Here we
map.
go.
I think we're gonna get max health from this.
And
oh yeah, because
you
it's like every 6 seconds.
walk along and you can see a fog and pouring off of the mountainside cliffs. As you can feel the air thinner around you, and it's a bit colder up here. You can see the giant skull of what looks like an ancient dragon with large pulsing aquamarine gemstones in its eyes and in its nose, radiating that aquamarine light around it and into the mouth below it. You can see stairs leading down.
Well, this isn't ominous looking at all.
So I'm pretty sure no one has a max HP higher than this, but just in case, everyone heal for 98 HP.
You only heal 98? Come on.
98.
To
Oh
everyone.
my goodness.
Too bad we couldn't go over our max.
Wait, so that thing, I know it lasts, what does it last? 1 minute?
1 minute.
Yes.
Oh, so you roll 10 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
You rolled 9 times since you already rolled once.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
And
Everyone-
technically speaking, everyone except for Thalarak would get this one.
That's
Would
why
be
druids
that-
suck.
Druids are OP as shit. I don't care what anybody
Pick
says.
spell. That
Yeah,
specific
that's
spell's
why
very
I don't
good.
like them.
Yeah.
That's why
It's-
I don't like druids. It's a dick to
It's-
balance the rest of the party around them.
Sorry. Alvin, do any of these dragons spit fire? I can't remember. Oh, it's been fucking
One
long.
spits fire, one spits ice.
The other creates craters in the ground.
Plays
That's-
Yahtzee.
Of the
Wyvern,
abilities
that's
you've
one-
seen, anyways.
That's the Wyvern is the one that, and all of them shot a little fire blast at me when I was negotiating with them. So they all have the ability to create a firebolt.
Wait, so out of character, we are here to kill, what's your name's dragon?
Oh yeah, you guys all finally decide you're gonna kill some
shit.
dragons.
I thought this was the different 3 dragons. These
Also,
are the ones.
can everyone
Rorschach.
scoot up a little bit? We've got 3 horses and 3 carts I gotta fit onto the screen.
Yeah, and
I
you've
have-
got like 6,000 gold in a ballista.
Oh, by the way, did any of the zombies have any form of currency on them?
Thank you.
Are you asking if I made them pop like pinatas?
Yes.
Did it rain down gold on us?
You found 800 copper.
Fair.
Is that like 8 gold?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it about 1 gold per zombie.
I do not have
And
the
not 1 gold,
ability.
1 copper per zombie.
I do not have the ability to create carts. Meta, you'll have to do that.
What happened?
Oh,
I thought I made a
only-
card NPC.
cart NPC is only controllable by one person, and he's not here.
Oh,
Create cart.
where's the cart NPC? Cart
It's
NPC.
in party 1.
Everybody can have a cart now.
All right.
And you get a cart, and you get a cart.
Everybody gets to control and edit that. Everybody can make cards now.
There we go. Okay, 1 cart. Wait, okay, stop. Stop.
Abandoned
No.
carts.
Stop. No more carts.
Meta, what have you done?
more cards.
Too many carts.
This
You
power
get
is
a
so
cart,
strong.
and you get a cart.
This reminds me of Vampire.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, a fireball popped up. I assume you cast it. Everybody make dex saves.
Oh my
I'm far
God.
enough away. It's fine.
Pretty sure I'm the only one who can cast Fireball, and I didn't put it there.
No, it's all open for anybody that needs that.
We have to, get this over with.
Are we setting some sort of trap?
Do you want to set a trap? Because we can do that.
Well, I could create a glyph of warding that will blow up.
We also have a crossbow that's waiting for us in one of these carts.
Oh,
I
nice.
kind of feel bad attacking these dragons. I mean, they are dicks, but they were under Rorschach's control for a long time.
I agree, but we have to do something, I guess.
To be fair, though, they're being massive dicks.
True.
To be fair, if any of them figure out where your homeland is, it'll be gone in a day. So I have no mercy on this one.
Oh, that's a good point.
They blame us for not helping them be free from Rorschach. I'm telling you that right now.
Also, you have no idea what kind of alignment or anything these guys are, because they're tribal dragons, so those aren't in monster manuals.
As far as I'm concerned, they're evil.
Yeah.
Simple
I guess
enough.
They might be.
Well-
They could be good. They could be neutral. They could be evil. I don't honestly know.
I guess we came this
mean,
far.
Pretty sure the good don't, extort and burn the homelands of anybody they feel like.
Extort.
The
I mean,
only
it's
one
all
that would do that-
perspective, though. Everybody's the hero of their own story.
The only one that I know that would absolutely do that is the Golden Dragons from the Chromatic tribe, because Golden Dragons are the most the most honor bound ones, and to put a dishonor upon them by enslaving them.
Maybe they're
would
just really
definitely-
honorable and really greedy.
That you see that the Chromatic Dragons are not greedy.
I don't know then. I don't know what they... Oh, these are their own thing, so...
The Chromatic Dragons are greedy for knowledge. They kidnap bards and scholars and force them to tell them stories before letting them
So
go.
Ikarath and Alvin?
Yes.
Alvin, how'd you like to play pet storyteller for a couple thousand years?
Chromatic dragons will actually consense the intelligence of creatures, and they
Oh,
kidnap
so they
the
don't
most
want anything
intelligent.
to do with Ikarath.
They can kidnap the most.
Intelligence. They
Yeah.
want everything to do with Icarus.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
just
It's
tell
your
me.
intelligence stat. They will always
Oh, my.
kidnap the most intelligent person in the party.
There you go.
Oh fuck! He has a full 20 in intelligence.
So,
Oh my god.
oh, wait.
Take him.
If one of them gets a group of bards,
I need my
does that mean that they're collecting their own barter shop quartet?
Precisely.
Oh my
God.
Yeah, they haven't. They have. I think it was like the chromatic, like the copper dragons. If they're anyone above an intelligence of 15 is a target for their capture to tell stories to them, and anyone with a charisma higher than of 18 or higher is captured by them, because high charisma is good storytelling and high intelligence means lots of knowledge. So
Not gonna lie
Brett's
though,
charisma is 17, so he is the perfect person to be kidnapped by a dragon.
dragons just seem like very possessive D&D players who are trying to get a DM.
Or like Matt says, Wes, chromatic dragons are actually just K-pop managers, which is not inaccurate.
True.
Oh,
So we are at the entrance to this something. There's just stairs going down into the earth inside of a dragon skull with really big glowing crystal gems.
Do you guys think this is where the dragons live?
Who's gonna touch the gems first? Not it.
No, please stop.
please do not let Cormal touch them.
Oh my god.
Wait,
No
I
more
asked a
gem
question.
touching.
These gems
this
are to
the place where
scale,
we-
by the way, so Cormal, these gems are to scale.
Oh no. Oh no.
I guess
no.
Rosalind might go
Oh, yeah, is
ahead.
this their lair?
He's a thick boy.
You guys, why are we touching anything? I asked. What? I'm so confused. You guys, I asked two questions. One, is this where the dragons are? And two, are we gonna lord them out here?
Clearly, this is where the dragons reside.
That's odd. I would never make my house out of the skull of someone who died of my kind, but whatever.
And that's why no one will remember your name.
Is that just
Also, I would like to point out that most people are pretty small. So if you were like, oh, this is my brother, he's been dead, I'm gonna live inside of his skull, you'd have to shrink yourself down pretty small, mate. So like,
You
I
say
mean,
they won't
Big
remember his
Logic
name
doesn't
like there isn't a
really
church
roll.
dedicated to him.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, he didn't make a home out of someone else's skull, but he did make a home out of someone else's burnt down church. So,
So we've moved
Kind of
into
similar.
podcast territory. Can we discuss the finer points of dragon lair decoration and whether you would or would not build a home out of your ancestors?
Callan will speak up and say, "You guys, who cares? This is besides the point. What are we even talking about right now?
I mean, Rosalind's gonna
Do you want me
pipe
to
up
set a
and say,
trap for the dragons?"
No, maybe I could make one, but I don't think that I'd be able to design it very well.
you could make a dragon?
No, I
No,
can make
no.
a trap.
Yeah, maybe we should make traps and hide. I mean, if this is their lair and they're not here, I mean, it's gonna be coming back, right?
Aren't dragons like super good at layer stuff, or is that someone else?
Oh
That's
God.
god.
Pretty dangerous,
liars,
man.
mate.
No, you all just made me think of something.
I approve.
You're literally doing an Extreme
Quinlan's
Makeover
fault.
Home Edition in one day. I'm gonna make an extreme makeover on this place.
Okay.
Take the gems. You can do with that whether or not you want based on your points and your
shit.
roleplay, but those are some powerful things that that the thing that is the thing that's on you wants them. Whether or
Okay.
not you can resist them, you can do rolls however you want to play it out, but it wants them.
Okay.
Also, they didn't exist before. Like, I just noticed that they were things in its eyes.
Oh.
And that's why we're killing Cormal. Oh, welcome
I will
back.
not let you harm the child.
You attempt to kill him and you make enemies of all the safe halls. Try me now.
And Miss Lippy.
Oh, I was just joking.
I know, but
Or we could just drop a fireball and kill them both.
You're gonna kill me.
You're gonna have to
One-
try to kill me too.
Fireball, yes, do that.
and that was the end of Party 1 and 3, leaving Party 4 to stop the end of the world
Actually,
with a crazy
there's a
fish
ch-
person.
there's a chance
A
that
wild
Tara
magic
could survive a
sorcerer.
fireball.
An insurance agent.
And an insurance agent.
Cairo absolutely would survive a fireball. He takes half damage from it no matter what.
There you go.
And Petunia
so
takes
should we-
half damage too.
Should we figure out how to fight 3 dragons that we've had a very hard time fighting before?
Yeah, we're kind of just rolling up in here expecting the best. Like they would rock us.
Yeah, not like we didn't almost all die in Rikoge before because of these dragons.
Technically, it was the forest outside of Rikoge.
Well, no,
but
it
I
started in
digress.
Rikoge.
Oh, yeah, it did start in Rikoge, but I
Yeah.
think the most
We
danger
didn't really get to
was in
fight the dragons that much because
I think most of the fighting was done in the forest.
They burnt down a lot of stuff in Rikoge. I mean, like
They
we
did.
just barely saved Terry.
That's true. You did make off with Terry. You are the reason
Yeah.
that Alvin's married because Terry did not have. I had no plans for Terry prior to you guys arriving there.
Yeah, and I picked her up and carried her out of Rikoge.
So that's the series of events that led to Alvin getting married and adopting 2 children with 1 more on the way.
How about that? Series of fortunate events.
All right, continue.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
We're
how
talking
big
about
is this?
traps and whatnot.
How big is
Anybody
this
has any
entrance?
fresh meat? We could always like, I have certain things upon my person which, if the meat was treated with, would cause anywhere from hallucination to being high as fuck. We could always try to bait the trap with that.
Oh yeah. Do you still have those? Are you talking about the mushrooms? Yeah,
I
let the
have
dragon
so
eat the
many fucking
mushrooms.
mushrooms. That's a brilliant. Oh my god, I could use the mushrooms too.
And
That might work.
Callian, I mean, it's a big, giant, stone steps descending down into the depths with torches lining the walls. I mean, it's a big open space. It kind of looks like that from the side. And it's just a big,
Okay.
long thing like that going down into the depths.
Okay.
Just like on dragon scale. Also,
Hmm.
why is my brush so... Oh, it's on thin. That's why. It's like, what the heck?
Okay, you guys. I can set a glyph on this entrance that'll blow up, but we can even go inside. I can make it so that if we say a password or anything like that, it won't blow up on us,
Yeah.
but it'll blow up on the dragons.
It's like 30 feet wide, this
Yeah.
passage.
Let's
Yeah, my
go.
glyph has a 20-foot radius of
There you go.
explosion, so it will cover this entrance.
I like it.
Does anyone find themselves to be very stealthy? Because I could send in people to reconnaissance.
Yeah, I'm pretty stealthy.
Roslin's gonna raise his hand. And be
I could
like,
just kind of
I
bamf
could
in, I
try.
think.
I can do up to 2 people. Yeah.
I could kind of teleport in, I think.
Well, I can even make it easier and make you invisible.
Oh, that'd be. Oh, actually, I could invisible myself. Actually.
Alright,
I
so-
can. I should be able to sneak in as well.
Yeah. So should we do?
I can sneak as well.
That could work. I mean, if Alva could do it to 2 people, I could do it myself. We got 3 right there. Oh, well, she's not too stealthy. I'm not gonna send her in. Kalia is who I was thinking of.
I can
Getting
give
some
us. I can make us
stats.
even more sneaky.
Pass without a trace? Question
Yes.
mark?
Oh yeah.
That would give Cormal a plus 18 to his stealth check.
Yeah, pass without a trace. What is it? Plus 10, right? Yeah.
Plus
It would give me a
10.
plus 17 to my stealth.
And I'll be able to keep up with Cormal with the climb speed.
So, if Elizabeth plus Cormal and then Wes all want to go in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Okay, so that is an invisibility at 3rd level from Alvin.
Before you
making-
do that, Elizabeth's going to turn into a giant wolf spider.
Okay.
Nice.
And the invisibility gives us advantage on stealth check on stealth. So, and then
Oh, yeah.
Cormal will activate his pass without a trace.
Yep. And Callian, you can
Perfect.
complete casting Glyph of Warding on the entrance.
Okay. It just to let you know, it takes an hour to cast because I'm drawing this thing on the floor.
Yep, what's the
What's
password?
the password going to be?
Eggplant parmesan.
Ooh, I gotta think of a good
Sounds
one.
good to
here.
me.
No, Callian comes up with it.
Kraylin. That's what you-
I will say.
Raylan's gonna set it off. It's gonna be afraid. It's gonna be like,
I will
oh
say-
god, something's about to go wrong.
Okay, the password is I love Lathandra. So you must admit it if you wanna, or else you
Goddamn.
blow up.
Cairo
and,
looks so glad I'm not going down there.
This spell is incredibly long. It's the longest spell in the game, I think. But all you need to know is that I'm gonna set the circumstance that if a dragon approaches it and doesn't say the password, because I can put a creature's kind as well, will trigger it. As long as it approaches it within, let's say 20 feet, then it will blow. And what damage should I set to you guys? Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder?
Not fire or cold because 2 of the
Yeah.
dragons are that.
So maybe
Lightning, thunder,
Yeah.
or acid is your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with lightning. So
Okay.
this thing will explode with lightning damage if a dragon approaches it when 20 feet.
All right.
Okay. Also, that cost me a lot. I had it was 200 gold worth of powdered diamond. So,
Wow.
but I do feel safe now, you guys. If the dragons are behind us, then they're gonna blow up the thing, and if they're in front of us, we run past this, and they'll blow up the thing as well. So.
Nice.
Not the worst case scenario here. We basically have set a lock on this front door.
Awesome.
Let's hope there's no back entrance. Cough, cough.
Smashes through top of skull.
Yeah, they just bust through.
All right. Are we descending?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The
Our
3
Let's
stealth
go.
Yep.
Remember, everyone, you have to say "I love Lathandra" or else you blow up.
Yeah, everybody. We need to go one by one as you place yourselves onto the map. If you don't, then you blow up.
I love Lathandra.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't know who that is.
Lathandra.
Didn't you also
Whoever
set it to
Lathandra is.
dragons, so it doesn't even matter whether we say it or not? So you set it to dragon, which immediately defeats the purpose of the password.
Well, if you don't know how the spell works, then you're
I-
all I told you was that you have to say the password.
Yeah. No, this is just.
Wow.
Why is everyone coming in? I thought.
That was supposed to be the
I
stealth team, I
love-
think.
Stealth
Oh, I'm
team's
sorry.
going in first.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Sorry, I was half not here.
Does anyone in this group have sending? They could contact the people outside or no?
As you
Actually,
guys
I
are
can't
walking
speak
down,
right now.
Yeah, you're a spider.
As you guys are walking down the staircase, Icareth goes, "Ooh, let me know if you see any mushrooms."
I got you, Icky. All right, who else with us? Oh,
We're waiting for
Elizabeth,
Elizabeth.
right?
All right, what
Yeah,
are your
sorry,
guys' stealth rolls?
Oh yeah, we got advantage on stealth rolls, so do that.
Oh yeah, and we get a +10, right?
Yes. So that is a 28 for Cornwall.
25 for Wes.
Okay.
And that will be a 20 from Elizabeth.
So I think you had advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, drop yourself in.
All right.
I'm working on a token for the wolf spider.
I'll just drag you in for now.
Yeah. Just put me the same size as Wes. Because I'm actually bigger at the moment.
All right.
Mhm.
So we're continuing along into the caverns. You see a well-hewn out passage. You guys are all much tinier than this.
Oh wow.
And so are some other things. We're just going to have to assume scale works. Just pretend it's bigger than it is.
Okay.
It's bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I still tiny?
There
There.
we go.
So you guys are coming along. You got the paths winding, and you can see what looks like animal
not to go too far from
droppings
me.
on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I'm crawling on the wall at the moment.
Can I do a survival check to see what kind of animal droppings those are? Inspect those droppings.
Sure.
See what might be in here.
Yep.
Wait. Let me take advantage off real quick. Oh,
They're
24.
kobold droppings.
Okay. So I say that as a whisper, like cobalt droppings.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
You see a passage stretched out each of the directions.
Oh man. Oh god. Can any of you figure out which way we should go?
And all of a sudden, you can hear the loudest alarm bells you've ever heard ringing out through all of the caverns.
What?
It is blaringly loud as you stepped into the trip for an alarm spell.
Oh shit. Shit.
That-
Alarm
that-
spell, guys.
Well, we're invisible, are we not?
Yes, but
Oh yeah,
it's
we are
still-
invisible.
We are invisible, but it's best to back up and not be caught out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's definitely back
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Cornwall will cling to the ceiling, knowing that most kobolds are not able to climb like he can.
Spider is near you.
Wes will just hide underneath them.
1 second. And you hear running and scrambling as all of these guys come running out to look. And they start
Oh,
running
shit.
towards the cave entrance.
Uh-oh. I don't know if there's anything any of us could do to stop them or warn.
Nope, there's nothing we can do.
Mm-mm. Nope. Well,
Just triple checking, but I'm pretty sure that's a no from me as well.
mm-hmm.
And they run
guess
forward, but because they're not dragons, they are not blown up. And they see Callie in here, and we all roll initiative. We're gonna assume cavern. No, I don't want a thin line. Regular line. We're gonna assume like there is the passage for those people still in there.
Okay.
That black line is your border.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're probably gonna stay hidden in here.
That's not who I wanted. There he is. And then I need to roll you because you're up here. The Miss Slippy will need to be added at some point.
All right.
What is that green? What?
That's just a marker.
Okay.
Can I please roll initiative game? Okay. Okay. I click like 5 times and you only do the one. And it's
That's just a
shooting
group
me.
Is the
initiative
Santa
marker.
showing up to make sure
Also-
that,
Okay.
Callian's safe.
Yeah. Also, if we're doing combat in general in mixed parties, we gotta be snappy with the moving around.
Yep.
And get into things. So make sure you're thinking about what you can do before we get to you to do it. To everybody.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna start. We're ready for combat when it arrives. If it arrives, they all run to the front and they see Callian and everybody mass behind, and they yell, "Who are you to bring an army to the dragon's doorstep?"
Ingress says, "Fuck, they're a lot smaller than I thought they'd be."
You're exactly right, Igrath. They are a lot smaller than we thought.
Oh.
We expected dragon, and instead we find children.
Also, Cornball, this one has a
delivery.
glowing eye as well.
Okay.
Housekeeping. Also known as gold delivery.
So right now we're not in initiative. That's just there in case we need it. We're in free talk right now.
Yeah, Rosario and BRB, so Callian still
Alvin,
leading
you
the
want to
roll.
take the lead?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, gold delivery for the dragons.
Yeah! Wink, wink.
Who the
That's
hell-
why were the alarms set off?
I don't know.
Deception?
Well, I mean, he actually wouldn't know why the alarm went off.
He'd have a general idea, though. He looks at him kind of cross-eyed. We don't believe you. Let us see the gold.
All right. And I'll bring out both chests.
They look at it and they say, "We'll take it to the dragons."
You're taking it to the dragons.
Yes, we'll get great reward.
Okay. That you're going to take to the dragons and get a reward.
Correct.
Should I tell your dragons about the cowards who are running down the mountain?
We don't have anything to do with those cowards. We are the elite. And they stomp their staffs and stuff on the
Oh.
ground. We are the Dragon Guard.
You are the elite. Is that so?
Real elite order.
Correct.
Well, that is interesting to hear. How good are you at handling zombies?
So, not many zombies wander by here.
Oh, really? Then what was with the, like 800 of them down the mountain?
Yes, down the mountain they have problems. We don't worry about that.
Why do you
The
have
strong
so many
survive.
zombies up here?
We don't
What
know. They
must-
started showing up a few years ago.
Oh, that's a problem. That's quite unfortunate. Message to Tharak. Do we want to fight these or not?
I mean, you gotta leave it up to me whether or not we kick their asses.
We can easily fight them. I'm just asking, are we fighting now or no?
I'd rather delay until the actual dragons show up. But then again, if we fight them, the dragons might be drawn here.
Yes, and then these five will not be part of the fight if we take them on now.
Yeah, let's do that now.
Well, you know, I do wish you five the best of luck. I really do. But I have a question for you before you depart.
What's that?
Have you ever heard of this thing called a breath mint? And I blast flash freeze into all of them. So they need to make a Constitution saving throw, or become frozen in place. DC 17.
DC 17.
As I blast this massive cone of ice out my mouth.
That's how that works. They make it.
Okay, so they did not frozen solid in place.
And they
but they do take 8 damage.
They do take the 8 damage.
Do they though? They seem strangely resilient and weather the cold.
Okay,
they
so they
flinch slightly, but they don't look nearly as hurt as you would have expected.
All right.
And then they all attack you for that and yell, "Dirty trickster! We never trust the Dragonborn!" And
they don't even have to surround me. They get this effect no matter what.
I know, but they want to. They're angry at you. Okay. What's your armor class?
16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Sorry. Take 44 damage.
What was the lowest hit that they had?
19.
Okay, one moment. That became an 11 to hit.
Okay.
I can use my reaction to use an inspiration dice and cut their roll down.
Okay. Then take... Damn it, now I have to count again.
If you had told me how many hits were first.
35 damage. Sorry. 35 damage. As they stab and grip at your face with their claws, and a quick bolt of ice. So actually, ice, half of that would be... You're resistant to ice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then reduce that by 3.
Okay.
Ice blasts you in the face, and a spear impales you in the stomach. And shock check.
I rolled my shock check.
You saved on your shock check, I think.
Yes, just barely.
30, yeah, just barely. And it's Cairo's turn.
Hello there. And Cairo will roll 2 attacks against this one.
All right, at advantage.
Yep. Hold on. I'm going to spend a luck point and roll one more time.
23. Hit.
Okay. That's 4 radiant, 15 slashing.
All right. 19 damage. As you cut across his exposed back, and he whips around, yelps in pain.
All right, and then I'm going to attack once more. Natural 20.
You hit, obviously.
And that is 10 radiant, 12 slashing.
22 damage. As you cut viciously across, knocking off 3 of his fingers on his right hand as he tries to grip the spear even tighter despite the missing digits.
All right, and that is Cairo's turn.
Ikarath.
Well, since they're all in a nice little group, Icaraf will shout, Alvin, plug your ears!
Oh god.
How's that supposed to help?
Con saves.
Yeah, for everybody over there. He would angle it enough so that he doesn't hit Callian and Cairo, but he definitely hit Alvin.
They all cover their ears at your warning, and they kind of duck down, and you can see them rocked, but not overly damaged.
Ow!
As
Drains
Alvin,
out of
however,
Icaraf's
does not get
face.
the warning in time and takes the full brunt of the damage.
I feel like it's more like his hands were being held down, and then they let go of him, and he wasn't able to do it in time.
There you go.
Icaraf turns to the rest of the party and goes, "Fuck, these dragons are smart."
No, you're dumb!
But that's it.
And it's Callia's turn.
What did I miss?
Ooh,
You are fighting 5 kobolds who may or may not be
Elite
resistant to
kobolds.
cold. They call
Who are
themselves the
elite.
Elite Dragon Guard kobolds.
Well, fuck them.
Don't drop a fireball on me!
Yeah, oh, Alvin's pretty roughed up. Alvin's like bleeding profusely from everywhere. There's cuts
Including
and gashes,
his ears.
and there's blood running out of his ears. His clothes are in tatters. He's got a hole in his stomach where a spear used to be. There's chunks of his flesh missing. He's in bad shape. So what does Kelly do?
I think Kalia is going to recognize that Alvin has had the living shit beat out of him and not drop a fireball in his face, tempted though she may be.
That could actually kill him. Like, one shot kill him.
That bad, huh?
He's got 8, so you'd have to do 60 damage.
I can't do 60 to him.
Oh, then you couldn't kill him outright.
Yeah, the best I can do is 53.
No, there's one other way I could die. If I take more than half my damage below negative instantly.
Oh, it's
after
only
being-
half? So
No,
yeah,
that's
you'd only have...
and that's in one hit.
so you'd have to do 38 damage.
38
Which I
damage
could
to
do.
insta kill me.
So
But
instead,
it's-
I'm gonna play the Scorching Ray game. How many kobolds are there?
5.
Okay, we're gonna Scorching Ray, Quicken Firebolt, and we're gonna hit all 5 of them.
The one directly in front of Cairo is the most fucked up one.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll start with him and go clockwise.
Alright.
Hit, miss, hit, miss.
So Drew
10 to
takes
the front one.
10. Scorch him and he falls over to the ground dead.
14 to the third one, Hysterect. And then
12 to
12.
story.
Okay. As the scorching rays and fireballs splash across their faces, killing one as the others shake it off and continue to growl menacingly. And Rosalind.
Okay. It's been a while since I've used it, but I think I'm gonna actually use Chaos Bolt here.
Alright.
And sorry, I should have specified he's firing at parry.
Okay.
Because 23.
23 hits.
Okay. There we go. Second level cast. 15.
Your lower level is 1 and 8, so it's either acid or thunder, your choice.
I'm actually gonna do acid damage.
Acid damage as some of the flesh melts and sloughs off his bones, and he hisses and screams in agony, but is still standing strong and resolute.
And Roslyn is going. You know what? No, he's not gonna taunt because that always ends badly.
Yeah, it
Sorry.
does.
I don't think there has been a single time where I have not almost immediately died this section after.
Also, is Callian back, or is Callian still gone?
I think Callion's still back. But gone, I mean.
Callian, you live over here right now. All right. Elvin.
Callion's over there now.
Yeah. He's a non-participant for now.
Okay. I need some breathing room. So that means Kairo's gonna have to take some damage, but that's the only way to get breathing room here. I'm gonna cast a Thunder Wave. Constitution save DC 17.
Okay. They do not make it.
So they are pushed 10 feet away from me and take 13 damage. And Alvin will move back.
And they take how much
into
damage?
13 thunder damage.
As they are rocketed back and they blast backwards from the force of your thunder wave.
That was not well planned, but I'm back here now. And that's Alvin's turn.
All right, Cyrus.
Cyrus is going to step up and say hello to Perry.
All right. Hello, Governor.
Do we know his name is Perry?
No, it's just they have names.
Say, hello, Kobold. And he's going to smack him. 32 to hit.
You hit.
That is 31 damage, 15 of which is radiant.
You slice him in half, and the two sides split apart equally in the ground in front of you, leaving him in two.
Okay, and I'm going to use my remaining 7 feet of movement and a bonus action 5-foot step to move up towards his direct.
Yeah.
Am I within 5 feet? That's the question. I am not. So I cannot attack again, unfortunately. That will be it.
All right, Nexus.
Okay. Naxus is going to walk up to the boy here.
Talian's
good
back.
stuff.
Alvin needs you.
Hello. Alvin? What happened to Alvin?
Alvin's got 8 HP.
Why?
I got
So
hit
I'm
by
gonna
the
get a snack.
kobolds.
Oh, did we blow up the trap?
No,
No.
kobolds are not dragons, they're humanoid.
True, true.
24 to hit.
You hit.
That'll be 9 blood. 12 bludgeoning.
12 damage as you pummel him in the stomach as he doubles over in pain. Starts coughing up blood. Miss.
Okay, and bonus action.
Hit.
13 bludgeoning.
As you punch him and his neck snaps back with a sickening crack and he slowly topples over backwards onto the ground.
I'm gonna bonus action move his body off the circle.
You already bonus actioned.
Whatever. I'll do it after combat.
Petunia.
Petunia will, without Master leading her, will simply approach the furthest target. And that's all she can do.
Alright. Thorak's turn.
Gonna move over here. Alvin, how hurt are you?
I
He's
am
almost
missing
dead.
44 HP.
Okay. Lesser restoration at level 3. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Restoration.
Wrong one.
Alva just needs to freshen up a little bit.
Hey, I feel great. Still at 83, but I feel great.
I meant to
But
click
he
on
feels
Cure
great
Wounds.
about it.
I meant to click on Cure Wounds, okay? I'm sorry. And again, I don't know why it's not healing that right, but
Yo, thank you for the follow. Isotopic Leopard and Bashful Penny, thank you so much.
I get more.
Oh,
you
doing
get
level
you get 13.
Okay.
17 was better.
So, healing. Do you have any other things, Stalrak?
Nope, that's my action and my movement.
All right, Miss Lippy runs up to Jerry and throws a handful of dice at him.
I didn't know that Hydras came equipped with dice. That wouldn't be just a weapon.
Technically, it's the skulls of the undead that she was whipping around last battle.
Yeah. One, two. But only 2 of the heads managed to strike. Dealing.
I mean, 2 might be enough.
16 damage to Jerry as she rips the tail off of the backside of the kobold and eats it.
Lovely.
Callie, Bashful Penny gives 5 XP to Callian.
Woohoo.
So story, what is Petunia specifically?
Petunia is a dragon in the end.
Is she
She's
magical?
a small. Yes.
Can she be dispelled?
No. As she
Okay.
is still a creature, she is not a spell.
Okay.
So important thing to note before you move on with your trying to dispel the dragon. Callian is back, and we missed his turn because he was not
yeah,
here.
yeah. We'll just go to normal spot when we
Okay.
get there. Yep, I already planned that. I'm gonna use this guy real quick. Oh, I don't need to.
He's casting a fireball.
Yeah, story is.
No, he isn't. No, he isn't. Hold on.
Counterspell.
That's not happening.
The
No.
best spell.
Goodbye.
The best spell is counterspell, in my opinion.
Of course, he had to be away from Cyrus. Dick.
And this fireball ceased to exist. Since it's of my counterspell's level 3, so it automatically dispels it.
Yep. Poof. As he is unable to cast anything. And then Jerry leaps up and misses Miss Lippy, trying to claw into it as she ducks and weaves out of the way.
All of our horses would die if that fireball had hit.
Yep. Cairo.
Okay, Cairo will, let's see, move to here and take a, after seeing the fact that this boy is going with fireball, he will move to attack this one.
All right.
And,
Flanking.
alright, so that's going to be a 23 to hit,
You hit.
4 radiant, 12 slashing.
As you hit it for 16 damage, it still stands, but you can see the blood rolling down its back and its knees start to shake. You hit again.
Okay, and then I'm also giving an additional D6 to him.
5 XP for isotopic leopard. So I'm assuming these must be people that know Callian.
Yeah.
So there's that.
How
Hold
you
on,
guys
I have
doing?
more. I have more damage coming in here. That's going to be an additional.
17.
So that's 17 plus 6, so 23. So 6
as
radiant.
you run the elite kobold through the heart with your rapier before withdrawing it, it falls to the
Katana.
ground. Katana in the back, and it falls to the ground dead.
All right, and that is going to be Cairo's turn.
Callian is popular because Callian's got all the utility. Ikarath.
So there's just the one left on Miss Lippy.
Yeah, it's clinging to one of her heads.
Thought it missed. Oh, it cleaned, but it didn't hit. That's
Yeah,
right.
it didn't hit her for any damage.
Ikrath will whip out his deck of cards, and he will be like, "Here we go then. I think you need a hand, mate." Cast Magic Missile.
The cards embed themselves in Jerry's hide as the blood flows freely down and drips on the ground, but he's still clinging on there.
16 points of force.
It'll do it.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. 5 more XP for Callian. And it's Callia's turn.
Okay. There's only one left, right?
Yeah, it's clinging to Miss Lippy.
All right, we haven't done this in a while. Wish me luck, guys. That is fire.
Ah, chromatic orb.
You hit?
That is 22 fire damage.
Plus 22 as it loses its grip and falls to the ground prone, but it is still alive.
Oh, heck that. We're going to quicken fireball him.
That little.
I wanted him dead. 18?
Miss.
What? Heresy. You said he fell to the ground prone. I get advantage on that. Hold on.
No, you get disadvantage on that. Ranged
Disadvantage.
attacks are disadvantage when they're
Oh, shit. Okay, we'll see how bad I miss.
Oh.
No worse.
So yeah, it's falling. You try and follow it up with your firebolt, but it just whizzes over at top of it as it falls to the ground with a whoomph.
Yeah, prone is disadvantage for range and advantage for melee. That's how that works.
Tragic.
And it's Callian's turn.
Yay. Wait, are any of them alive?
This one
Yes,
over here
one.
that's prone on the ground.
Oh, okay.
The one who just got hit with a giant chromatic orb.
Yep.
Well, someone else will take care of that. So, is anyone hurt?
Alvin.
Alvin is
Alvin,
severely
no.
hurt.
I can lay on hands him. I wouldn't worry too much about it. As soon as combat's over.
That's fine. I'll just go heal him. I can't really hit Jerry anyway. He's prone, right?
Yeah, he's
So
You
my,
could,
my
it'd just
range
be at
attacks will have disadvantage on him. So I make it over here, and I will cast Cure Wounds on Alvin. Let me just roll some stuff. Sorry about that.
Yo, the real
Oh,
Killbash. Thank
what?
you for the follow.
Okay, but you heal for 5 plus 3 because of my Disciple of Life.
Yep.
And you know what? I'll also, as you see me curing wounds, you'll see my necklace start to glow. And Lathandra's Holy Choker of Zealotry will also glow. And you heal for an extra. Yay!
feeling better.
So
Thank
you
you
heal
very
for
much.
9. Yeah.
I don't even remember giving you that item. I'm gonna be quite honest here. And 5
Yeah,
more XP to
that was like the
Callian.
first item.
Was it?
It was like the first
And
session.
have you
I
not
had
been
it
using
system.
it all this time?
No, I mean, it doesn't really heal a whole lot. 1d4 per day.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think I've seen you use it before now.
No, I've used it once or
Have
twice,
you?
but Yeah.
Okay. Just
It's
forget
mainly
about
a fashion. It's
It's a
mainly there
fashion
for
thing.
fashion, really, but yeah. Once in a while, it has its uses. Okay, you heal for 9. Sorry,
it.
and I'll end my turn.
Rosalind,
All right.
you could not see Jerry at the moment.
I cannot see Jerry. Okay.
Line of sight is blocked by the giant hydra.
I'm trying to think. Is there literally no? I don't think I can see anyone at this point.
No, you cannot. Nothing alive, anyways. You just saw Jerry get rocked by a fire chromatic orb and fall off of Miss Lippy, and you haven't seen him since.
Okay, then yeah. He's probably gonna like go check around the side if he can. He's gonna just pop right up here.
Also, I think we're gonna go and fix that reward real quick, given where we're at.
Okay. So he's
People
gonna
using
pop.
it too much.
No, it's too weak given how much we're doing right now. I just have to go and edit it real quick. 50 XP.
Oh fuck.
Upgraded.
Okay.
But we're
And-
gonna limit it to per user per stream. 2.
That's fine.
Now I will get to 20 first.
Then another chaos. Whoa.
And that's
You miss.
it's a nope out of 10 right there, Chief.
Yo, Bashful Penny, thank you for the sub with Prime.
Alakazam. 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 I'm sending you off this mortal plane. Damn it.
50 XP for Wes from Zario.
Ooh,
Belly.
thank you.
No problem.
100% did not just give myself 100 XP.
Cheater.
Let's be fair, Elizabeth is a little bit behind on XP.
Was it 1 per session or something?
2 per session.
Person
Oh, there we go.
per session.
Per person, that might be a little strong. You guys are right. So it's going to be Alvin's turn.
Here's a little. I'm gonna walk up there, up to If I get to like right here, can I see him? Can I see Jerry?
Yeah, you can see him.
All right. Oh, it seems that the idiot has fallen down, but perhaps in the end he cannot get back up. And I cast a vicious mockery on him.
All right. And with that, the last vestiges of life. Wait, no. Vicious Mockery has a save, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it has a 7. Yeah, no, he's fine. He spits at
Okay.
you. He spits blood at you. Make a dex save.
Okay.
Oh, yes. For those just tuning in now, we have 2 parties going on. That's why you've got 18 freaking things here. The blank
17.
ones are people that are missing, but we have party 1 and party 3 coming together to slay 3 dragons, except for they haven't found any dragons yet.
Just zombies and kobolds. Running away from zombies.
Most of them are aware that they haven't found any dragons yet.
Yes, except for Icarus. And Alvin, you jump to the side as the spit blood gobs past you and lands on the canvas of one of the tarps.
Rude. That's my turn.
Cyrus.
We maybe want to keep this one alive.
Do a non-lethal blow.
Sure, we can do that. Do that, and then bonus action for the step. And I will hit him with the flat side of my greatsword.
All right, at advantage. Oh,
33.
you whack him. And he goes down.
That would be 10 bludgeoning. Actually, I can re-roll that.
You don't need to.
I'm going to for posterity's sake. 13 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, he's unconscious. And we're out of
Okay,
combat.
so who has the rope?
And then
I
I
have
would
sh-
step up to Alvin and give
I have
you
shackles. Why are we
30
using
points of
rope?
that.
Okay. 22 is all I need.
You get 22 then.
I have shackles, you know. I can
I
just put
also-
them in chains.
That's probably best. And then if she starts making too much of a fuss, I can always cast Hold Person on him.
And if you guys accidentally kill him, I can cast Speak with Dead.
Or I could just. Nah, I don't want to waste the diamonds on
You
him.
don't want to revivify that.
No, don't do that.
That's why I said I don't want to waste the diamonds on it. Christ, it's like no one of
Aircraft
you
walks
hear
up
me.
and says, "So we're keeping this one alive, right? This one's supposed to survive."
This one gets to survive for now.
Okay. And Ikrath leans down and tries to yank a tooth out.
Is anybody attempting to stop him, or I mean, I'm fine with doing this. Just
I'm not gonna stop him.
I'm gonna look at Ekrath. It's like, what are you doing?
how are you trying to rip it out?
Don't think we had a reaction.
He's got a knife. He'll just try to fucking like stab and lever.
Roll
Medicine.
medicine
my-
and strength. Average the two out.
It's gonna be good.
So just roll both of them, and the average of those two.
6.
You
No,
try, and you try and pry it out, but somehow you end up slipping and running the knife through the roof of its mouth into its head,
I don't like that.
and it dies.
What part of we were trying to keep him alive did you not understand?
Sorry, a -1. A -1. I don't. I had to do
It's
something
deep.
with a -1.
Someone please smack the idiot for us.
Ralston's gonna smack himself.
Smacks the body.
Do you really want? Do we really want to? How hard do we want it to hurt? Because we could have.
He's
Max's
still
had it
trying
for
to
a
get
lot.
the tooth out, by the way, after he smacks the body while everybody's deciding how to deal
Roll
with him. He's still
medicine
going after
and
the tooth.
strength and take the average.
Oh God, you're a dumbass.
You end up stabbing yourself through the hand and take 1 damage.
All right.
Fuck!
Ikarth, what's your AC?
13.
Okay, hold on.
Akrath wears no armor. He's just chilling there.
22 to hit you.
Jeez.
What are we hitting him with?
Punches.
My claws.
His claws, his punches.
So you take 4 slashing damage from Alvin as he
Oh jeez.
it brings out his claws and strikes across
And
your
13
face.
damage from Matt as he beats you upside the head. From Naxus.
Ikrath falls to the ground and he just looks so fucking confused because he has no idea why you guys are doing this to him. What was that for? Explain yourself.
And Icarus almost a half HP. Not
Being
from
an
combat.
idiot.
It's not my fault we didn't need his fucking teeth.
And by the way, that was a smack to the back of the head, but it's still unarmed. So
That's true. That Icarus is just doing his best job.
Also, J-Gigs, how does Kalia react to a small dragon walking around?
By hugging it.
Because Petunia
God, why
is
is this a
walking
question?
around.
Petunia's a dragon.
Petunia is currently restrained by the arms of a loving 16-year-old girl.
It's like Petunia's like a large dog being like held. It's like there's not much it can do, but it's just sitting there. Like, oh, okay, this is my life now.
All right. So,
You guys, maybe we should dispose of these bodies? If a dragon came out here, I think they'd be pretty suspicious.
I'll move this body off the circle.
All right, no, we need to move the bodies like out of this area, like down the mountain.
Why don't we just hide them
We
back
just put
here?
them in the carriage for now.
Oh yeah, put them in the cut. Put them in the cut. The cut.
Oh yeah,
It's fine.
put them in the wagon.
Oh,
We
This is
don't
a
have to
wagon of
ride
dead
home.
kobolds.
We won't have to ride home in the wagons after they disembowel themselves, right?
Look, I'll clean
I
it
mean,
up.
the mountain peaks over here are just covered in dense fog that you can't see through, constantly shifting and moving about.
Does anyone want to take the horses like a little bit down the mountain so they aren't collateral damage in this?
Oh, I think Portamo should. He's really good with horses.
Well, he's
Cormo's
not-
kind of not here at the moment.
Cormo's in the cave, thought
Oh,
I.
right.
I think Wes is pretty good with horses, no?
Wes is also in the cave.
Yeah, he just forgot.
Well,
to
then
remove his
I
weapon.
shall do it. Me, Callian.
You just take the horses a little bit down so they don't get caught out by the dragons when they swoop over. Let's load the kobolds into the carriages. We need one carriage up with us. That one stays. That's the one with the crossbow in it. I'll mark it. With,
Yeah, and the Hydra can.
Vestal.
Is the Hydra
Call me
going
if you
with
need me.
you, or wait?
Hydra
You
stays
have to
here.
deliver the gold still. Don't you need 2 carriages?
The chest is still up here. Is out right here in the front.
Okay.
Because I had to drag them out to show to the kobolds, so the chests are just sitting there.
Okay.
So we can just put it on with the crossbow. There should be enough room.
You can outside hang them.
Or that.
Why is there a skull?
I put that in to show that that's the carriage with the
Oh,
crossbow. in it.
okay. All right. So what are we doing now?
These horses need to be moved.
Yeah, these all horses are moved away. Okay. And then
There you
we'll
go.
just have them tied up down there, and then Callian can come back.
Well, I guess this group would short rest for the time being while the other group does the scouting.
There's still an alarm bell ringing.
The alarm only goes off for a certain amount of time, then stops.
Yep.
So it triggers and then it goes off.
Yeah, it goes off for 5 minutes. We only passed like 30 seconds to a minute here.
Okay. That's shit.
So
Well, I
after
mean-
5 minutes, it does go away, and nothing further comes out of the cave.
Well, I guess we short rest. Or attempt to, I should say.
Alarm only
mean-
lasts for 10 seconds, Meta.
This is not standard magic. None of it is.
Oh,
I make it
okay.
all up as I go.
I thought you were talking about like the alarm in standard D&D.
No.
There's an alarm in standard D&D that's only 10-second alarm.
Oh, I had no idea there was an alarm spell in D&D.
Yeah.
It's straight up called.
Ladies and gentlemen, RDM.
Yeah, Meta. I'll just show it to you in chat. This is it. That's
Yeah,
alarm.
a lot of stuff gets made up in this campaign, but it works.
By the way,
Because
if
I'm
you
not
wanna
a
shrink the
vindictive
spider-
dick. That's good. Alright, so you guys are still in the cave. They're short resting?
They're gonna short rest, but we're gonna keep traveling.
Okay, so you guys got, what, an hour is that?
Yeah, we have an hour to travel.
Okay, so just move about and I'll reveal your areas as you reveal upon them.
Spider has
Right?
passive perception of 13 and does have blind sight
Okay?
as well. So
Corvo has passive
anything within
perception.
10 feet, like if anyone's invisible or anything hiding, I would see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start heading this way.
See an empty passage to the left and a passage that winds down to the right.
And Cornwall is climbing on the ceiling at this point.
Okay?
Cornwall would inform before he heads down. He's like, "I'm taking the right." As he
Oh,
starts.
I know
going down.
exactly where you are. I'm sticking close.
Mhm.
Okay. Wes, make a dex save. Are you on the ground too, spider person?
No,
Okay.
I'm on the roof.
Wes, make a dex save.
What's your climb speed?
40.
Oh, cool. We're going the same speed. Okay.
You manage to dive and duck as you step on a pressure plate and arrows shoot out of the wall.
You may want to look a little bit closer, Wes. Look closer, Wes. You don't want to trigger anything.
We already said all four. Oh, wait. I can't speak. Well, Wes wouldn't understand me at least.
I can understand.
I imagine that's what he's hearing. All right.
Yeah, the one thing is I can move at full speed while stealth. I don't think you can.
All right. So you see some rocks caving in a tunnel over on one side, and a small amount of rocks in a tunnel that slightly smallens right there.
I mean, you could be moving slow enough to.
Yeah. Well, Cornell's trying to make sure no one gets lost out of the range of pass without a trace, so.
You see down a long tunnel and some weird goop on the ground.
You alright down there, Wes? Wes, you alright?
Yeah, I think I'm good so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm checking for any traps as I go along.
All right. You don't see any at present. Well, actually, roll perception. Or investigate. What? Perception? Perception.
Investigation is used for close examination. Perception's used for basic.
Yeah, I have a 17 perception too, so I think I would see some things like that were obvious along the way. But I'll roll investigation, I guess.
You don't see shit. You think it's perfectly safe.
By the way, is there any like webs or anything like that in this cave?
No.
Okay.
There's
You see 2 tree roots. And what looks like rotted body matter at the base of the trees roots.
Let's not go over there.
You see a passage that winds up this way.
Okay. I'm gonna be looking around again as I'm going to see if I see anything.
I will be right back.
Well, I think more of a passive like looking, not stopping to like I guess since we're kind of moving fast, not to like really check, but see if he just notices anything that might be a trap.
Perception? Nope.
Okay.
Dex save at disadvantage.
Oh. I also have passive, so just walking by him, I feel like I'd be able to see with my passive perception.
It was a higher. It was a pretty high check.
Walking, checking. 12.
You hear a rumbling coming from behind you.
Oh shit.
And Cornwall, you hear a rumbling coming from in front of you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Turn around.
And 1 second. A big boulder starts to roll towards you.
Oh god.
And a big boulder starts to roll out of here.
Oh shit.
I see ya.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna run forward this way.
Indiana Jones music starts playing, and the boulder rolls and lodges itself in here quite firmly. The other one's coming through. Wes, what are you doing?
I'm
and it lodges
towards
itself
straight.
in here.
Oof. Oh shit.
I'm wanting to avoid the trees. Oh, oh no.
Does it go all the way to the roof, or?
Yeah.
Does the goop go up to the roof?
No, it's just on the ground. It's like they're feeding out of it.
Okay.
Or Wes?
Yeah, these traps, man. I can't see them.
Wes, you can teleport. It's like pitch black in here.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to have line of sight though?
I can. That's true. Yeah.
Well, he could like walk up to here and then teleport to there.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, like I can't teleport past these boulders now.
Yeah. But you could walk up to there and teleport to this over there.
It's true. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna walk up over here and then teleport myself.
You see a giant cave that's dragon sized leading down deeper into the earth.
Oh crap. Guys, you see this? I think we found where they might be.
Yeah, but now there's boulders in the way.
Yeah, you guys I think I might have a way to get us past the boulders. But we're gonna have to be quick because I'm probably gonna make a lot of noise.
What are you going to do?
I have this gauntlet I could put on that might
You
break
can
the
see a
boulders if I
tiny
hit really
speck
hard.
of light coming through a crack over here.
Oh. Wait, let's check this out first. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, we're already stealth, but definitely gonna keep stealthing to get past this opening of the cave.
All right.
Go up to the crack. I'm going to investigate it.
Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna teleport myself right here.
You see a tiny flicker of light, some sort of light, that's reflecting off of obsidian surfaces inside of the structure of the wall.
Cormal, you think you could crawl through here?
How big is it?
Like, Penny?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that small.
No.
I thought it was a little bit bigger than that.
West line of sight.
No,
You
it's
see any-
reflecting
it's-
several times.
Oh, there's no darkness in there.
Today's episode, we find out that Wes needs glasses terribly.
Well, Wes also doesn't. He's also a human without dark vision.
Didn't he grow up underground in a cave?
That's true. Yeah, he did grow up in a cave. So maybe he has a little bit better vision than other humans, but.
But in gnome culture, you're basically legally blind, I think.
Yeah, definitely. If night vision goggles were a thing, he'd have
my.
them.
Do you need to figure out a way to break through those rocks?
I wish whatchamacallit, Elizabeth, right? That's the name. It's too big right now, right? It's like a wolf spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Big
a giant
spider.
spider, so medium.
I mean, I could try, like I said, punching through, but it might make a lot of noise.
And the moment you use it, your invisibility disappears.
Oh yeah, that too.
You guys can wait. You guys always have the option to wait for the party.
Yeah, but we're gonna start losing all of our stealth bonuses. if
Yup.
we wait.
Mhm. We gotta get out of here kind of quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try that and try to make it through this way, or go back to the boulders, which might take a little bit more effort to get through.
You want to do that right? You want to punch right in front of that?
And as I
No, I
Hello?
really don't.
Let's go with the boulders.
Yeah, all right, let's go
And
back.
the boulders are still not that far away. I mean, that's only 60 feet.
Yeah, but it right in front of the cave versus 60 feet away.
I mean, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
so,
and plus Wes is going to be losing his stealth if he does this. So
mhm.
me and Matt will be fine, but Wes will be exposed.
Yeah, so I think once Wes does that, he's just gonna try to teleport himself out of this cave. So he's gonna be bamfing around very quickly.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm gonna teleport myself here, and teleport myself in front of the boulder.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put the Thunder Gauntlet on,
Okay.
and I'm going to punch. Ooh, I shouldn't have disadvantage on. 20.
Well, the first one was 9.
Well, that's a disadvantage. Had it on by accident. Oh, you're
It
right.
should
First
be
one is
advantage
9.
because it's a stationary object, so it should be 20.
It should be 20. You get advantage. With
Okay,
nice.
you hit it and you
Perfect.
knock it back and crack, and it pushes a little bit further down into the cave and then comes to rest there.
Oh, shit, it doesn't explode. Okay.
No.
Well, I'll move up.
Go.
You lose stealth and invisibility.
Right,
And the
right.
sound echoes throughout the caves
Go,
violently.
Go, go, go.
Oh, we're going this way? Okay. I'll bamf myself. Well, I should just behind them.
You should probably re-stealth at the very least.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that too. I'll
You s-
re-stealth right now.
You don't get advantage, but you still get a plus 10 to your stealth check.
Nice. Okay. Stealth.
Ooh,
Alright,
36.
36. So I'm definitely very stealthy again.
You're invisible.
Yeah, without being invisible.
Oh,
All right.
black square, what is behind you?
Oh, let me reveal that. You have a chest and 3 casks.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
God. Who wants to check?
No,
You
no,
guys
check
what are you guys afraid of?
Mimic.
The chest isn't the mimic, it's the barrels.
Sorry, what's the barrels?
No, nothing.
What barrels?
I'm not there. I don't know anything.
I don't want to open these.
Is anyone good at checking for traps?
I never had a look. Why are we looking for traps? We're trapped in here.
We don't want something to explode on us.
Just go to the chest and go push the boulder.
You hear shuffling coming from the cavern.
Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want? I want to check for traps in this room, in these boxes, in this chest.
Investigation.
I'm peering down the hallway. I'm on the roof peering down the hall. Oh, I'm in the shadows peering down the hallway.
Oh, 15.
You see 2 kobolds at the end walking through the muck.
Oh God. What do I see with the
Everyone
chest?
roll initiative.
Oh wait, what do I see with the chest first?
It's 300 gold in the chest.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll hold on to that.
Why
For
don't
now.
you just hide in the chest?
Yeah, can I fit in the chest?
I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to fit in a chest that can only hold 300 gold.
True. I mean, it could be a big chest with only 300 gold in it, you know.
So no, it's 300 gold appropriately sized.
Okay, so I'll just pocket that for now, just because it's middle of kobold combat.
Yep. Oh no. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You're lucky. Is everybody?
I'm clinging to the roof, invisible and stealth.
Yeah, I'm still very stealth too.
I'm gonna add another symbol since need to identify that invisible.
Hmm. So it is hard to see Wes. He's not invisible, but he's very, very stealthy at this moment. 36 stealth for Wes. So
Hide behind the barrels.
yeah, definitely hiding behind something.
I have a plan.
Damn, that many kobolds! Holy shit!
Yes, as they all come running through the caves.
I
So
have.
check what's going on, and they see the empty chest, and they start screaming, and the shaman starts casting. And
Wes
these
is hiding
guys
over here, by the way.
take their movement at that point to use their remaining turn to run 60 feet this way. Yep, they're all up here now. And you can see the shaman's staff start to glow red.
Oh God!
And you see these guys duck down for cover. Wes,
Mhm.
Wolf Spider, and Cormal. Deck saves.
Yep, I knew that was coming. 18.
Oh, I don't have the bonus. 12.
Okay, and we got a 5 from Matt and an 18 from Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Wes, you were able to duck behind the barrels as they explode and drench you with wine, so you only take half damage of...
Wow.
Give me a moment.
Oh God, all 3 of you are gonna die.
We gotta get out of this cave.
No one's there to save you.
We don't get revealed. Well, so the 2 people who are stealth still don't get invisible. Still don't get revealed. Invisibility is not removed after taking damage. It's after you attack. So we are still invisible.
Even if I untransform.
26
Yes.
damage to everyone except for Wes, who takes 13.
Oh, thank God.
26, you said?
Yep.
I take 13
I take
because
13 in the end.
I take 13 because of Petunia. I have Petunia out, and so I take half the damage that she is, and she's fire.
All right, we gotta get past these boulders and get out of this cave.
And
So you're still invisible.
Is he invisible even if he has the wild shape?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the person who's invisible, not the form. So he's still invisible.
And with that, it's Cornwall's turn. As the fire just blew up and rushed down the caverns and swept across you, and
did it do anything to the boulders?
no, because it's just fire. But you guys would have heard that out here, so everybody roll initiative. You guys can decide to enter or not on your turns for half
Should
your
we drop
movement.
our tokens in then?
We
Yeah,
have
do
to
we have to
drop
move
our
our token?
tokens in.
Yeah,
to
so
do
move your
this.
tokens by the entrance. I'll just carve you out a little area over here. This little circle right here is the holding zone. You can move on your turn to half distance will put you at the entrance to the cave, like right here.
So I saw you about to hit that nat one. Don't you dare do that to me now.
Is everyone in?
Nope.
No.
25 XP to Callian from Bashful Penny.
Thank you,
Oh, you
Penny.
dropped it down to 25.
Yeah, and I also put a 1 hour timer on it.
We power leveling, yes. Let's go. I'm gonna get level 7 first.
Okay, there we go. I have all of my initiative set.
Okay, so descending, and they've already done their turn, which makes it Icarus' turn. All you know is you're outside and you heard a loud woof, and you could see the ground shake a little bit and the skull rattle and a little bit of the petrified bone just shake off and dust fall to the ground above the entrance.
Well, Ikarath, being Ikarath, would immediately take his action and sprint as far into this cave as he could. So you'd get there, basically.
All right. Cyrus.
Yeah, we'll do some dashy dash.
Woof.
But the problem is you don't know which way we are, and
That's
there's
true.
2 boulders in the way that will block probably most of the noise.
Oh, they're gonna know. They're gonna know where we are.
Oh, that's good.
Because Petunia.
How, though?
And then
Petunia
from
knows
here-
exactly where Cornwall is.
Oh, perfect. And that's it for Cyrus.
Petunia.
No, wait, no. I'm sorry. Bonus action, 5-foot step.
Petunia will then
Okay.
get towards the
You have
entrance.
yeah, lots of different ways you can go. Petunia.
And she is going to. Okay, so you said it's half movement till you reach the entrance, correct? was
Yeah,
it?
half movement. So half of your base movement takes to get to here.
Okay, so then she moves to there, and then she gets to here. And you would see Petunia is desperately running down this way because she has 40 movement.
Okay. Cornwall.
Okay. Cornwall is going to go up to here. And Cornwall knows kobolds, and he knows their weakness. I'm going to glow as if I, with the crystal armor.
I'm within 5 feet, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm invisible, which means I have advantage on the attack, no matter what. So Cornwall will first go for his attack.
All right.
So
I
the
will say if
invisible
you plan to weaponize, you will need a bonus action for that.
That's fine. I don't need to command anything. So.
Yep.
All right.
So you made yourself supersonic glow and then attacked?
Not yet. I'm attacking, then I'm gonna supersonic glow.
Okay.
So I want to be in my invisibility form to attack. So
Okay, so yeah, you hit.
all right, then that is going to be 11 slashing,
Okay.
and that's the fall of both stealth and invisibility. And then I'll go for my second attack, and since Elizabeth's within 5 feet, I still get my advantage.
You hit.
28. That's an additional 8 points of slashing. And then with bonus action, I'm going to... Let's say... Yep. So, meta,
Yeah.
the yellow is the extreme bright light, the green is dim light.
Okay. But that wouldn't wrap that well around the corner, so.
Yeah, but it's just blasting. There's a bright light blasting to
Yeah, it's
there.
blasting through and they see it, and you can hear shuffling and running, and you see this thing fall to the ground, clawing out its eyes before it falls to the ground silent and dead. Before the illumination fades back to a more reasonable level.
Yep.
Because it can only maintain that level of burst for a short time. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say like
That's-
one lantern's worth.
One lantern? Okay, so 20.
Yep. The 4 times is your max brightness.
Wait, Elizabeth didn't get added to the turn order.
Oh, well,
some
we don't
reason.
really need it now. Well, yeah, we do. Because, yeah, they're high, they're doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me flip. I gotta move them where they need to go and do things, you know.
Oh, yeah, Elizabeth has a 22. It got removed because I fucking deleted the token.
Okay.
SPI
No.
token.
I should have gone before.
Oh well. We'll put you in. Yeah. We'll put you in next. You can just be here.
Well, at this stage, I'm just gonna hold my action. So
Yeah. And Kalia.
Kalia will probably run up as well to join the fray. She's gonna follow her little dragon friend.
Nexus.
Noxus is going to follow.
Wes.
Wes is, let me see. How far am I?
Punch the rock, punch the rock, punch the rock, punch the rock, punch the rock.
Yep. Wes is gonna run down the hall and punch the rock
All right.
with the
Alright.
Thunder Gauntlet still on.
Punch the fucking rock.
Oh,
Keep
it should be
this
advantage, right?
Yep.
Yes.
What?
Hell no.
This is
Hell
when I
no.
agree with
Hell no.
Is someone gonna pay for it? There we go.
Yes.
one more one.
That's a
There we go.
3,000 point nat 1 save, by the way.
Yeah, we need that. That's 2 nat 1s. That's insane.
I swear to fuck.
Oof, thank
Okay.
God. It was
As
almost
you
a 2.
smash through the smaller boulder, but the larger boulder is revealed on the other side.
Okay.
But you
I'm
guys
gonna-
hear that.
I still have movement because I think that was 35 feet from where I was standing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm gonna get up to the other boulder, and then use my second action to attack again with the Thunder Gauntlet. Nat 20.
Oh, you smush, you just absolutely rock it and it rolls down and lodges itself right here.
All right, and then how much movement?
But you can
was
get
that?
out of
Let me see.
initiative now.
Okay.
Everybody do everything.
Run away!
So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna teleport myself to, because that's actually a bonus action, so I could do that to the edge of this cave, to the cave here,
All right.
like
Keep
5 feet
teleporting
left.
yourself because Cormo's coming with bright light behind you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Kareth,
Start
continue
running.
to run forward.
All right.
It grabbed
And then
the
we're out of-
expecting light coming. From another
Yeah, if we're
way.
out of initiative, then Wes is gonna keep running
You
into the
see
cave and find.
a pile. You see 3 stacked gold bars on the ground right here.
Oh.
Pocketing those.
Roll a dex save at disadvantage.
Damn it. Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah, no shit.
You manage to run as the floor collapses beneath you, and you are with 3 bars of gold able to run out as that entire chamber collapses.
As Wes is,
Ikrath comes sprinting back out, and if there's anybody still standing there who saw him go the wrong direction, he's just like, "There's nothing back there. She's gone."
the minute that
Oh no, Cyrus,
Wes-
you can see that the floor fell away as he was on his way back.
Yeah. So you just because he only disappeared for like a couple of seconds there because this corner is not very big. So you just basically see Ikrath sprint dead on down this alley and then turn around almost
With 3
immediately.
bars of gold in his hand.
What have we learned?
What in the hell
Nothing.
did I miss?
I'm fucking amazing is what we've learned. What did
We
we come
found it!
down here
We
for?
found it! As Wes
Oh,
is
is
running,
that so? As a voice out of nowhere appears.
as Wes
Yeah.
runs back to everyone, he's just yelling, "We found it! I think we found the
West
cave!"
is visible.
Yes.
We're all visible except for oh yeah, you're Elizabeth is the only one.
I still have invisibility.
We found it. There's traps though. There's traps, but I think we found the cave, and there's kobolds.
Are all of us there now?
We
Some
guys
of us
all can
didn't-
be, yes.
Okay.
We're out of combat.
Some of us didn't have a chance to get in there
Run
yet.
out!
Krath
No,
wasn't paying
stay.
very much attention, but he did hear another voice coming while he was talking to Cyrus. So now he's looking at Cyrus all confused because he's assuming that Cyrus has multiple voices, which upsets him.
No, stay. Enemy coming. Run!
Yeah, out of the cave. Out of the cave.
The dragons are coming?
Most likely, there's more
Probably.
kobolds, and they ran to go talk to
Uh,
them.
Okay, let's go.
You guys hear rumbling coming from the cave entrance.
Don't
Oh,
forget
we
to
need
say the
to-
password, you guys.
Callie, we need some healing too.
Oh, yeah.
Just run!
Yeah. I love Lathandra.
Um,
I love Lathandra.
Everybody loves Latandra. Let's go. Let's go.
As you guys run out, the cave, like the top part of the dragon's skull, slams shut on the ground, and violent shock waves go through, and the eyes and the nose holes glow a brilliant aquamarine, casting the whole light in an ethereal green glow as it locks into place.
Wow.
Oh, they just locked the door?
What?
That's what I did.
So what was inside of there, guys? Rosalind's just been sitting out here because I had to take a phone call.
Well, we didn't get too
some
much.
kobolds?
Rosalind had to take a phone call
Another
from a
phone.
very angry short person.
Is it Magni?
No.
Must be Wes's mom.
Yeah, that's his mom.
So my dad wants to know if he wants us to pick us up or.
Well, we got through. There's a lot of traps. And we got to a cave that looked like it was definitely big enough for the dragons. And there was also like a little spot with light coming through. I don't know about that, but definitely dragons in there, and the kobolds came out of that area too.
Poggers.
I think we found it, and I think they know we're here. I mean, clearly.
Well, they can't get out, but we can't get in now.
I don't.
Aren't they
suspect
supposed to
they'll
come
be-
get the gold?
I don't suspect they'll be hindered too much to come out.
Mm-hmm. Getting in is the hard part now. But I don't know if we
Well-
want to go back in until these dragons are dead. I mean, we have the trap at the
Yeah.
mouth of the cave.
Rosalind's just gonna say, well, I mean, once the dragons come out, then maybe they'll leave it open and you know be nice.
Can I touch the
And-
crystals now?
No,
No.
not yet, Cornwall.
What if I touch them and the door opens again?
Rosalind's gonna
No.
pick up Cormal so then they don't run off to touch the crystals without permission. It looks like it's 6-foot tall man carrying a cat at the ratio of 12-foot man.
Yeah. Callian, can we get some healing while we're out here before anything else
Oh
comes
yes,
out?
of course. Who's hurt?
I think all 3 of us that went in got hurt.
Okay. Now let's
I've
metagame
got
a
a
little.
splitting headache.
Metagame a little. How much HP are you guys actually missing?
I'm missing
Half.
13?
On a scale of 1 to 45, how hurt are you?
1 to 45. 13.
You're each missing 13.
Yeah, I think so. We all took half of the blast, I think.
Yeah, I took half because of a wild shape.
Give me 1 second. Let me just do some math.
That's one of
You
the
know,
best
we
things about
play,
Wild
we
Shape.
come for D&D for the role play, but we stay for the math. So
Oh yeah.
1 second.
One of the best things about Wild Shape is that, like, it just adds HP.
It just
Wait,
Oh,
who else was
God.
hurt? All 3 of you?
Yeah.
The 3 who went in.
So you each heal.
Crystals bring power.
Yeah, I saw that.
To kill dragons.
Okay. Rosalind,
yeah. Yeah.
I need you. Can I use an acrobatics check to get get away from him?
Well, he'd have to grapple you first.
He went to pick me up.
I'm picking him up like
So
Simba
it's a
at
grapple.
the beginning
so
of the
it's
Lion
strength
King.
first.
Okay.
Yes.
Strength. 9.
2.
Never mind.
You're able to grab him and restrain him at least for now.
I'm just holding it.
But you
like,
can make an acrobatics
armor.
check to escape,
Okay.
and you would make a dex save or a strength save. Strength save.
12. Oh wow.
And he
okay.
wiggles and jiggles his way out. Roll initiative. Why not, everyone?
Oh.
Oh, God.
What are we doing?
We're just gonna. Well, Cornwall's doing some shit, and instead of trying to figure out who gets to go when, we're just initiativing this shit.
Okay.
With Cornwall getting a bonus round for escaping, basically.
Oh, 18.
It's a surprise round there. Nice.
Yeah.
God, I have to roll so many different things.
Oh, sorry. Mine
Well, I
didn't,
mean, but I guess, is Cornwall planning to use Petunia to aid in this?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, God. Oh,
Okay.
boy. See, I don't even have any enemies to put on screen. This is all you guys. Ikarath, nice. He's going to get to go twice after Cornwall.
What are you doing fighting each other?
Well, you're not fighting each other. We're just using this for figuring out how this plays out, because
Rosalind was
It's
literally
great.
just being like, okay, yeah, no, please do not go touch the crystals.
all right, Cornwall gets 1 turn, and then Cornwall's not going to get another turn until everybody gets to go. So
Yeah, technically Petunia actually goes right after me, so she reduce her down.
Oh, also mine should be 18, 15. I don't know why it didn't pop
So,
up, but I just want to
Cornwall,
let you know.
after wriggling free, will run up to the base of the skull and start climbing up it. How tall is this?
10 feet.
Okay, I'm climbed up in there.
Okay.
I'm going to touch the crystal.
The crystal shakes, sparks, and slowly absorbs into your armor, which now is glowing. And the yellow has been tinted more green as it combines with the aquamarine, and the light goes out from the gem before it disappears, and you can see the nostril leading into the cavern you were once in.
And Cornwall's gonna climb on the inside of the skull and hide inside there.
Oh, so you're in the tunnels again. Okay.
But like just hiding inside the skull so that people can't actively see. It's harder for them to see me in there.
Okay, you're hanging upside down from it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then you see that Icarus. Oh, and also take 50 points for that.
Okay.
And it is Icarus' turn twice. You just saw
I really
the little fucker climb
fucking
up.
hate the fact that this is what we're doing, and I got a nat 20 on this because I really don't know what Icarus would do, but we're not gonna waste it. So Icarus goes, "Get the kid!" and he sprints up after him and just, I assume, falls through the hole.
You would have to climb because you don't have a climb speed, so you got to roll strength
Cormal has a natural climb speed, so I just
or
climb
athletics
automatic.
rather. Athletics is climbing, so roll athletics. Yeah, you're able to crawl up, and you see you're here in the nostril, but you see him up above, clinging to the ceiling upside down, with his armor glowing a weird, ominous green.
Wait, so
Icarus
this is
gets
not...
there. He goes, "Everything seems fine," and he turns around to everybody else and he goes, "It's fine, everybody."
That's the color of your armor, Cormal.
He's
Okay.
he's good. There's no problems here. We're all fine.
Maybe a little bluer.
Okay.
Yeah, more like that.
I obtained dragon slaying power!
Wait, so did the cave open
It's
again, like the
perfect 'cause,
nostril?
you know,
No, I mean, you can
get
get through the nostril.
Okay.
The jaw's still clamped down. The dragons never thought anybody would be able to get through these extremely powerful gemstones that animate this thing. Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Want to get some more of that gem? Like, there's more gems. Like, you can just
Yeah,
absorb them
keep
with a
them away
touch,
from
right?
me. I'll keep taking them. Just keep them away from me. I'll get you on the mushrooms if you keep them away from me.
Keep what away from you?
If you keep them away from me, so I'm pointing out to everyone out there and I'm telling Icarus that.
Oh, fuck yeah, kid.
I have brought Icarus against you.
Hold on, just a second.
Oh god. The two most chaotic members are up there first.
Yeah. This is truly.
Someone stop them. Wait, I have easy Icarus solution, I think.
Kid, come here. I'll make it so that no one can ever touch you again.
What are you gonna do?
Icarus reaches
I'll
out his
kill.
hand. He's like, "Just trust me, this'll work."
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Icarus, are you just giving
Icarus casts
coke to the
haste
kid?
on Cormal.
Oh my god.
Icarus,
Run like
why?
the fucking wind, kid!
Icarus just threw cocaine in his face. I refuse to believe that he actually casted a spell.
Oh god. And
Hey,
Icarus, is that all you're doing, Icarus?
You know what? No, Icarus is also going to point, like, he's going to turn around and look at the rest of the party, and he is going to, let's see, what else can he do, really? For his second turn.
You got a bag. I don't know.
Oh shit! That's right, we need a distraction! Fuck yeah! He's gonna reach into his flip bag and he's gonna go, "Look, everybody!" What does he pull out?
As he pulls it out, it's a very brightly decorated with zigzags and polka dots and lightning bolts and stars and circles and ribbons, and it's just this giant, like, basketball-sized paper mache ball.
Fetch! And he throws it.
All right, as it hits the ground, about the entire, it explodes in a violent eruption, and everything within. Where do you throw it to?
Well, I wouldn't throw it to the party. I'd want them to chase it. So, is it like, does it weigh enough that it, like a person could
You could
hurl
throw
it
it,
pretty
yeah.
far, like a basketball?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
I just fucking hurl it behind them, like over here.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh god. Not the horses.
We're just gonna use this and adjust its radius.
Hold on now.
Because that's
Hold
an
on
easy.
now.
It's not a fireball. It's just an easy radius to adjust.
I
Hold
hope
your
this is a
horses.
rave ball.
It's a party
Oh.
ball.
Yeah.
It's a Coors party ball, everybody.
Icarus is just starting a rave.
Everything within that radius is covered in 6 feet of paper gag snakes as they erupt forth from the center.
How
6
flammable
feet
are they?
worth. They are paper. They're paper mache.
paper.
So
It's
any that
easy
land
to
on
burn
Ifrit
up.
just instantly burns up.
Oh god, so yeah, they're all on fire. Everybody make con
Oh
saves.
my god!
As this is going on, Icarus
At
sits down on the eye
disadvantage.
socket ledge, and he turns to Cormo and he's like, "You're fucking good, kid."
Uh,
My
Disadvantage.
god, Icarus just
Yeah.
lit us all on
oh,
fire
disadvantage.
unintentionally.
Okay, my bad.
All of us con save?
Killing-
Everybody who
Killing
rolls
Icarus.
lower than an 18 is going to take 13 damage, and half
Okay,
that
I
to
get
anybody who
God.
rolls higher than an 18. Well, at or
I
18
get
or
I
higher.
get to half that regardless.
That's just Kalia.
Wait, how much
Takes
damage?
half.
13.
Half
Everything
if
else
you
just heals
save
4.
if you got an 18 or higher.
And Alvin takes half.
Is
Why did
as
we
you
let
guys
the
are all in the
druggie-
center of a burning inferno of paper mache snakes.
They did a lot
Sorry.
of damage to me.
Sorry,
And-
I'm gonna have some words with Icarus later.
All
It's-
the ones closest to you guys are
Well,
burning.
and
at
the
least
best
the
part
ones
is
beyond
that
us
nobody
don't.
could see him, like, give his coke touch to Cormal. So nobody even knows that Cormal's going nuts right now.
It's Elizabeth this time.
Elizabeth, extremely annoyed about what just happened, will walk over here and proceed to.
I should probably
Scorch and
change
Ray
this to a
Icarus.
fire. I guess the fire color was right all along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cleaned up on top of the skull, so you may have a hard time hitting Cormal from there.
He's inside of the skull.
I don't even know if you can see me.
No,
honestly,
you cannot see
because,
Cormal. He is
I didn't
inside of
realize
the
you were
skull.
inside the
It-
skull. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
Scratch
in the
that.
caverns, basically.
Plus,
Is
you
it
guys are in 6 feet worth of burning
Yeah.
paper mache.
This is difficult terrain.
Remember when we were supposed to try to fight dragons
At the begin
this
in
week?
the beginning of each turn that you are inside of the radius of this, do make a con save.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die in this fire.
Okay, well,
This is-
Elizabeth has to make another con save then.
Yep.
Just normal or disadvantage?
Just normal. I'm not evil.
It was just the starting flash flame.
What do I take?
I lost my little mini D4. There it is.
Callie needs to do some serious healing. again.
4 damage on a
Got it.
D4.
Okay, so I can only move 12.5.
Unless you sprint.
I'm trying to save my action if I can.
Yeah. Also, how tall are you?
3. He's
Uh,
like 2.5. He's like almost 3 feet.
So this is almost twice. This is more than twice as tall as you. The stuff that's on fire around you.
Jesus Christ. Well, it would have like kind of went to the if his paper kind of would have went to the ground on fire.
You're starting to, but yeah.
That's Noxus. Yeah, no, I'm literally like just under 3 feet tall.
Yeah. So what are you doing with the rest of your turn?
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking burn my action economy to get out.
Kalia.
Kalia is gonna be a little vindictive. You say this is difficult terrain?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Petunia takes 0 damage from this because she's immune to fire. It's just right as
Petunia's
rain
just
for her.
rolling around having a merry old time in the confetti and fire. just this is Petunia's happy place. This is Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my god, the cart. Oh man, one of the carts definitely is on fire.
It hasn't spread there yet. We're gonna say the fire is currently spread this far. But as we close each turn, it will spread more.
Is have
Each
to create
round?
water
Each
the
round or
spell?
each
'Cause
turn?
that might be helpful right
Each
now.
round.
Okay.
So
we need to put this
after Cormal gets his turn, it will spread if not addressed.
So Kalia 100% thinks Igrath basically just threw a fireball at us, so she's going to respond.
Well,
in
you wouldn't
kind.
have seen a fireball because you saw it's and then it
You,
as it
you saw
hit-
the ball, you saw it explode
Yeah,
into
and it
origami
spread
snakes,
from
and then you
here.
saw it land on Ifrit.
Yeah, and Ifrit's
all,
what set it
all
off.
Kalia saw was Petunia, and then fire.
Then she wouldn't know it was Ikarath.
No, well, you would have seen him. Did you not watch him throw the ball over here?
No. Kalia, no. Kalia was watching Petunia and
Okay.
just boosh. So at the dragon skull in general, not necessarily specifically at Igrath. She's returning
licks
a
past-
fireball.
It'll lick past the corners and hit.
Fucking hell.
It may hit us.
It's gonna hit Elizabeth, Ifrit, Oh, there we go. Ikarath is going to block because it's only one person big. This eye hole. So Ikarath is gonna take it. Cormal is not. Well, Ikarath has to roll a save. Ikarath does not make that save. Ikarath takes 28 damage
is
and
gone.
falls to the ground, unconscious and dying.
Does he fall backwards into the cave? Because I said he was sitting on the lip.
Oh, if he is, yeah. Roll a d2. Roll a d2. Left is 1, right is 2. Or you can roll your luck for your desired outcome.
Also, fireball doesn't
Roll luck,
expand
that's-
from a point. It's the entire area just gets blasted.
Yep. And it goes past corners, as it will say. So.
So you fall out, not in.
Oh.
And you said that was what, 10 feet?
10 feet tall, yes.
How far do you need to fall to take damage when unconscious?
10 feet.
Is Igrath unconscious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ikarath
Oh
is dead.
my
After
God.
Ikarath is making death saves.
Oh,
I, I think Ikrap just takes a death save fail right off the get-go.
I don't think so.
Is that 10 feet?
No. It's only his next turn. Like if people
He
hit
tumbles
him.
down. He tumbles down the sloped edge.
Yeah, no. If I fall forward, then I'm not taking damage from falling. I'm just rolling down the side of this thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, if he falls forward, he's fine.
I think Kalia
If
realizes
he
she
fell
hit
backwards, he
Igrath.
would have been
Ikarath,
screwed.
yeah, he goes up in a ball of flames and he falls and he. Ikarath, do you have anything to say while you're falling out of here after a fireball while you're dying and about to go unconscious?
Fucking run, kid!
And he falls and hits the ground with a loud thump and the dust rises around him and you can see him just he's not moving. His chest is not rising.
And now Kalia realizing that she hit Igrath. She's just crouched crying, apologizing.
Oh, also make a
profusely.
con save.
I already did. It was 14.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you do take 2 damage.
I take 1 damage.
Okay. And then it's Cyrus's turn.
Wait, I get 18.15. It didn't pop up on here. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
Rosalind's turn then.
Sorry, yeah, Rosalind. Okay. So how far is Icarus?
Rosalind is also uniquely suited to stop the fire.
Yeah. The fire's going to spread to our horses and kill them.
Yeah, please someone put the fire out.
Well,
I can help.
It's not a fire over here. This is just loose paper at this point over here.
Yeah.
No, but it's going to catch fire.
It will.
So.
Oh, okay. Then I
it's
see
gonna-
how I can actually help. I was like, wait, how can I put out fire? I have no water spells. But then you said that it hasn't caught fire yet.
You have
You
a
can
water
just-
boot.
You have a water boot.
Yeah, the endless water boot.
If you just
It's
throw it
so
out,
good.
it's just going to dump out all the water and it.
Just dribble it slowly.
We've
'Cause
left the
it's only
trail
a
this whole
trickle.
time.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm gonna try to be coolio.
Oh, make your con save as well.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I want to use a spell, and I want to use my, because I don't think that I can use my feature twice in the same turn, right?
That's a dirty 20 because he's got Aura of Protection.
Okay, yeah, you only take 1 damage from
Okay,
the
1
fire
damage.
and the smoke.
I don't think that I can use my thing twice, so I'm gonna use Gust of Wind and my racial trait to push the fire and the paper away from each other. That is perfectly fine, Dragonheart. We completely understand.
I mean, in all fairness, I played Kalia like she would be played. It's like, we're
Yeah.
under attack! Fire!
I always.
I'll
Dude,
let you do it, but you have to take a level of exhaustion because you'll need to do it twice.
that
And you'll skip
Oh.
your next turn if you have one.
that's fine. Yeah. So, Rosalind's probably just gonna move towards the center of it.
So
or
this
whatever.
moves this way, and our
Yeah.
remaining fire area is here, and the rest has been blown down the mountain, raining confetti paper snakes down an entire mountainside and over the kobold village down at the base of the mountain. Just now has
God.
random
Paper snakes.
snakes just raining down on them.
Man, Rosalind really is the last airbender.
Jeez.
And you take 1 level of exhaustion and you lose your next turn.
That is fine. I did something cool as hell.
As Cyrus. And this is why nobody should ever try and learn how to play D&D while watching these games. Because
Yep.
Definitely not.
Rule of cool is a lifesaver and
it
a
is, but I
life
try and keep
taker.
it balanced. I try and keep it balanced.
You do. It kills us just as much as it makes us,
Exactly.
amazing.
And it's Cyrus's turn.
Cyrus is going to heal Ikarath.
I heard kill,
No.
and I freaked out a little bit.
Don't heal him. Kill him.
I was like, I thought Cyrus turned to the light.
8 HP.
You are stabilized.
You have 8 HP.
You should have restrained him first.
Oh, yeah, that was a mistake.
Whoops, nope, that's not what I wanted.
That's a little bit much.
Yep, that was my bad.
But you are unconscious. And Cyrus, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all he's got.
Nexus.
He's not gonna do anything.
Wes.
Wes is gonna run out of the fire.
Oh, wait, sorry, yeah. Nexus needs to make a con
Oh.
save.
Yeah.
Oh, and so did Cyrus.
Jeez.
You
How
take
much damage
8
does Cyrus
fire damage. Con save, as you burst out of there with flaming snakes clinging to your armor, and you have to rip them out and throw them to the ground behind you. And then Wes makes his, well, Nexus does his thing and makes his con save.
Oh my god. Wow. So many nat 1 for me
Nexus
tonight.
takes 8 fire damage.
I didn't
That
even.
was
roll yet.
Wes, not Noxus.
Oh, Wes takes
Good
8 fire
lord.
damage.
Oof,
Nexus
Wes is gonna
also
need some
takes.
serious
Elizabeth
healing.
takes 4. Wait, not Elizabeth.
It's
Nexus.
Noxus.
Nexus
Nexus.
takes 4. Elizabeth, and then Wes takes 8. Wes, what are you doing?
Running out toward Ikarath.
Remember, this is difficult terrain.
So what is it, half?
Half.
All right, let me see. I got 40 movement.
So you can,
With a dash, you can still move 40.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I just want to make sure. I just want to see something because I have I could use a bonus action to do the Step of the Wind. Because I might want to do something with Ikarath. Let me see. Yeah, I'll Step of the Wind to use my bonus action to run all the way out to Ikarath.
You guys are very scared of these dragons, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just.
I'm more scared of Ikarath.
We've spent so much time going in and out of this entrance. Oh my god.
Who cares about dragons? He's hitting his own party.
Well, he
scared
didn't
of it.
hit you technically. It was just confetti snakes.
Yeah, so
Everyone
Wes
took
is gonna-
damage.
Well,
Meta,
Seeing that
that
Icarus
still
up.
hit the party.
that's true.
Seeing Ikarath is up, Wes is gonna run over. Ikarath, I love you, but and he's gonna hit him. He's gonna smack him.
Ikrath didn't even wake up.
Yeah, you can just hit him for free.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought he was healed.
He's been healed, but he's still unconscious.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
wait,
okay.
for the sake of Wes's roleplay here, let's say that he's just starting to come away.
Yeah, he just started to come away.
slaps him back.
Punches him right in the face and knocks him right back down.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna, because Wes knows Icarus too well, he's also gonna tie him up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fair.
Roll survival.
Okay.
Because your survival depends on how well this goes.
25 is the score to beat for you, Ikarath, if later you try and escape. And Callian?
Okay, so
Con
first I have
save.
to make con save, right?
Yep. Nat 1.
God,
Please
I
no.
wrote like 4 nat ones tonight.
Oh!
Whoa!
Wow!
Yo, how's that possible?
Wow!
Dude, Flit is fucking with you guys hard
Wow!
right now.
This is insane.
Wow!
Painful.
Wow!
Like-
and look
like
who's
I was
up
about to
next!
fire
Look
out,
who's up
too.
next!
Wait, can I do something?
8 damage! And you guys, everybody who's rolled a nat
Yeah.
1 has gotten max damage roll.
Great.
Doubled, so 8.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
guys-
god.
That's
I
fine.
need a long rest. I got hurt bad.
So first I'm
This
gonna
is
move out
fine.
of the fire. And then I actually have a spell to put the fire out, because it's still raging over here, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Create Water at 2nd level, so it's gonna create an additional range. So it's a 35 foot cube.
Yeah, we'll say that
Uh,
puts
I'll-
that out.
I'll put it over where my party members are right now, who are still in the fire. So it starts raining on them.
It
I figured-
rains and it puts all of that and it washes downhill. Off down the hill.
God.
A mudslide
yeah, pull
of,
out the fire.
of mud, water, and charred, half charred, and not charred paper snakes washes down the mountain to eventually hit the village.
And
You
you-
need- by the way, if
and
two
you guys
Callions
would-
on the map, and you need to delete one of them.
What do I have?
There's 2 Callions on the map.
Oh. Where's our extra
Oh,
Callian? Oh,
That's
yeah,
Dark
Callian.
Dark Callian.
So you're actually, it's
No.
a doppelganger and his second Callian. It's
Just-
been me the whole time!
You guys, I've been tied up in this barrel. Help. No, but just a little role play. Callian, you guys will see that he's breathing very heavily, and he's like, okay, stay calm. Remember what my teacher said, don't get frustrated. Everyone's redeemable, right? Even Ikarath. It's okay. It's okay.
To be fair, he did do some serious bacon saving with the zombies recently, so.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn's over.
Aslan is gonna. Can I use a free action to hug Callian? He needs it so bad.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thalrak, can you make a con save just to see what it would have been?
Me?
Yeah.
If it's another critical fail, Callian's spell fails.
Water was
Oh,
asking.
let's put that pressure on him.
The
Let's go.
snakes double and they're already on fire.
Okay, see,
Okay.
you would have you would have passed the save and only taken half damage.
Half
you mean
again.
quarter damage.
Yeah, quarter. Thalrak, what are you doing?
Who's the most injured looking?
Ikarath.
Icarus.
However, Cormal just disappeared inside the dragon skull after absorbing a crystal.
Well, I was gonna go over to Helen and just be like, "Do we want to go after your son and leave Icarus to whatever for
I
this
think-
bullshit?"
I think at this point it might just be better to accept the consequences of what's about to occur and not cause more problems between all us, because if there's dragons going to be coming out soon, we're nowhere near capable ready for fighting them now.
Of course we're not, because Icarus probably took some drugs to help. No.
This has been an ongoing issue. Cormal's just becoming more and more of a problem. And I do mean the word problem.
Yes, haste would drop on Cormal because.
Oh no, I already know that. I'm not taking a turn.
On this...
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be exhausted, dude.
Yeah, I don't get to take a turn this next round. So when Cormal's turn comes up, so yes, but from what I know is that armor's not strictly evil, but it's telling him to do this. And the more we pressure him not to do it, it's like if something is telling him to do this and we tell him not to do this, the more we tell him not to, the more his body begins to rip himself in half. Keep that in mind. That's how sentient weapons and armor works. We are telling him to basically allow his brain to be ripped in half. I studied magic with my father. Sentient armor and weapons are very delicate. And if he has his armor is sentient and it's attempting to pull him apart, and we are forcing him to go the other way.
We can't allow his brain to be ripped in half. We don't need a second Ikarath.
You are going to turn him. If this armor isn't evil, it will turn him evil if we keep doing this to him.
I think can we get the armor off of him?
Not that I know of. It's ancient It's ancient magic, and most people cannot handle ancient magic.
And even then, he could off willingly on his own. That doesn't mean he'll give it up.
Well, maybe
If only you had ancient crystal
if
magic
Callie could
destroying
dispel curse.
equipment.
We have a really fucking big crossbow.
Yeah, let's shoot it off
That's
at
the only hint
Cormal.
I'm giving.
But we are essentially trying to pull the boy apart.
What's happening? He keeps getting
He is not
pistols.
cursed.
Oh, so the armor is not cursed. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not cursed armor.
It's just sentient armor. Sentient equipment is bound to the person who acquired.
Out of character,
Well,
has
Alvin,
anybody
if this
ever
comes and
read...
bites us in the ass, I'm taking you down with me.
Can someone just go get Cormal? He's probably not very far in there.
Again, he's probably not going to come in or come out with whoever he goes in after him.
Yeah,
I will stop. But if this bites us,
I mean,
And
the only
Elizabeth is gonna
person that I
walk.
think he would listen to is Alvin at this point, but even then...
Well, Elizabeth, it's not your turn right now.
We're still in initiative.
oh well.
Yep, so Thalarak...
Yeah, we were just having a 2-minute discussion.
Yeah, so
yeah,
Thalarak,
sorry,
what are you
this is-
doing?
I moved to Alvin, that's my turn, like, that's all I'm doing. Unless...
Cairo.
Cairo has no care for what happens to the child. He moves to his own charge and tends to console Kalia.
Okay. Alvin.
We have to handle this delicately. Ancient magic is hard to deal with. I have ancient curses. If it's anything like if my curses are anything like he is currently dealing with, it's not going to be something we can easily just stop. And Alvin will walk up.
All right, and you can see a glow radiating from the nostril, but it's further inside.
Yeah.
You still have potentially more movement or action left.
Yeah. Komal, are you okay? I understand your obsession with the crystals, but you have to take this carefully. And Komal can't respond at all.
Nope. Petunia can't probably do anything.
Nope, because she requires Cormal's command.
Ikarath
Cormal can't do
is
anything.
unconscious. Elizabeth.
I'm just gonna dash action, but walk
Okay, Kalia.
to the spot that I was trying to walk to earlier. As I was saying what I was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she accepts the consolation from Cairo and stands up. And that's about all she's got.
Rosalind.
I don't know what to do. Rosalind's a thick boy, yeah, but like,
You could just like run up there. I don't know.
yeah, I guess I'll dash and I'll just like try to look through this eye up here, maybe. Because he's a tall boy, so he shouldn't really have trouble climbing, I don't think. Just trying to find Cornwall.
You can't see through that side. That side's not open.
Oh, I thought it was the other side that wasn't open. My bad.
No, this side is the open side.
Oh, then sorry. Do you mind if I just swap the other way? I'm just
Do you
going
have
to.
enough to get to do that? 40, and you'd have 60. So you could get there, but only if you gotta make your athletics.
Yep, that's fine. My man is tall, so I shouldn't have too much problem. But yeah, athletics. Come on, Rosalind, be strong. +5 athletics.
Oh, you try and level yourself up. You fall back on your ass and land on Icarus' chest,
Jeez.
who wakes up
That
at
does-
just this precise moment.
It doesn't help that Rosalind's like 780 pounds, does it?
No, it does not.
Cyrus, it's your turn. You just saw this. Rosalind is now sitting on Icarus.
Cyrus chuckles and then assists Rosalind off of Ikarath.
Icarus' eyes are shut and he's just wheezing. And
So
after Rosalind gets up, he's like, "Oh fuck, I died. I felt a great crushing void."
Icarus just went from top of the world, I'm invincible and nobody can kill me, to this.
Mm-hmm.
His emotional whiplash has to be a fucking hell.
And then we will do this for Wes.
Oh, awesome. That definitely helps.
All right. And Nexus.
He's just gonna move over here and just.
Okay, Wes. You could shadow up. There's shadow in there.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm a bit healed. I'll bamf myself into the cave, to the eye. Do I
And you
see
can see
Cornwall?
Cornwall clinging to the ceiling, shining bright like a diamond.
Hey, buddy. I guess you like your diamonds and your shiny stuff. I get that. Icarus does too. Why don't you come back out with us? Maybe we should take a rest and talk about this.
Gotta absorb crystals. Obtain dragon slaying power.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him.
He's on the ceiling.
Can I reach?
Acrobatics and then strength if you succeed.
Acrobatics for like to jump.
To jump and grab.
Okay, that's fair. Acrobatics.
And then strength v strength for the grapple.
16.
Yeah, you do it. Now strength versus
Nice.
strength.
All right, now this is what I'm not good at.
Oh. You just gotta
4
be a
is the number to
4.
beat.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you
Haha,
grab him,
yes.
you jump midair, and you grab him, and you fall to the ground with him grappled in your arms. And with that, we are going to be out of initiative. Assume Cornwall's held. For the
Okay, I'm
moment,
gonna
because we
carry
are...
him back out.
All right,
Slide down the skull.
and with that, we are bringing to conclusion today's episode of Dog Pound D&D. We'll have more two-party episodes next week, Sunday and Monday, because I mean,
Because we're
I
not
should-
making any fucking
I should
progress.
expect this by now, but we have not used nearly as many maps as I made, so I'm pretty happy about that right now. Like, there's still a fair bit left. And I'm always happy as a DM when I don't have to make more maps for the next session, so thank you all.
Honestly, this entire thing it is just absolutely perfect. I love sessions like this.
So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for playing. We'll be back on Friday with Party 2 and Sunday and
Party
Monday
4.
with Party 3 and 1. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. and
Have a
999 experience for all.
Ooh,
What
have a
was
great day,
yesterday's
everyone.